on the 54th minute. Juventus for one more me ante.
Vini Jr. onto the penalty spot, headed away at the back by Lloyd Kelly. Alexander-Arnold, there's the header! Gonzalo Garcia! Who needs Kylian Mbappe when you've got young Gonzalo Garcia?
Enti enwa Gonzalo Garcia ene make a difference no ema Real Madrid en kunimdie no akọ amwo mu asese wo mu progress the quarterfinals to the FIFA Club World Cup eguswa ekoso ewe USA na Sagon was assisted by the new boy from Liverpool Trent Alexander-Arnold and a assist ema Gonzalo Garcia and first assist since what joined Real Madrid Bobo Kono 4 games 1 assist and a branch from Trent Alexander-Arnold anya na Gonzalo Garcia say Arnold cross no incredible cross enti na near J sa branch no etimi assist no was see owura penalty box no no wo hu say a branch from Antonio Rudiger ehuri enti ohuri ya wanya bo no enu hu say so opagya ne mu ehuri pe eni obetimi ahye go no ampampan so no wetimi ehuri epimbo no etro atrama etimi ama ono wetimi anya ne third goal for Real Madrid bobo no no say de owura penalty box no one found so be shoot with Nenai anase wade Nenai benkum anase nifa ebabano one found so di ni ti ebehye go no one found so di ni kotodwe ebehye go no one found do opaswa ye ene se anytime bia no wo behye go ama Real Madrid bobo kono say Gonzalo Garcia e wo FIFA Club World Cup no Abrantine about 4 matches wanya 3 goals na sa goals no was game against Al Hilal and first Red Bull Salzburg and Enra Juventus was 1 assist into 4 games 3 goals 1 assist and a Gonzalo Garcia warunsu etimi anya was why I'm very happy with Nigono and we are happy for the winner womu anya I am happy with my goal but I'm happier for our win and no I am sama Gonzalo Garcia wadi etuja no wodi komano and was say the FIFA Club World Cup no am an opportunity of a lifetime into Okako give out 300%. The Club World Cup is the opportunity of a lifetime. I am going to give 300%. And no I sama Gonzalo Garcia wakaye na wodi komano and was said wadi kia kapeno Cristiano Ronaldo and idol wayenu Romodal na already videos asan ehwecha say Abrantine celebrations and how was fasu Asia kan enti wayenu Romodal na nia jepa say Abrantine fun Cristiano Ronaldo eyo obia eneno wo hwenu su Asia niema etimi eboa no ema ne football career no ekwedibo na Xabi Alonso manager ema Real Madrid bobo kono and was say no onim Gonzalo Garcia pen nemom no wonim da sa Abrantine betimi ashe 3 goals in 4 matches kwanya wesia faso put up massive effort no na ni ajewu ye pa wo ha defenders wo press wo mo ni work rate was no enti Abrantine no eboa the entire team and the entire team so no eboa no na ni aje pa say Gonzalo Garcia enso etimi anya gwa wo guso a wo toto ntena eboa ema Real Madrid bobo kono edi enkunim enti awose wo Madrid players no and the technical team and supporters no keep on supporting Abrantine D and Gonzalo Garcia. I am really happy for Gonzalo and we must keep pushing him to keep going like this. And no sama Xabi Alonso wadituja.
That's what strikers meant to do, to score, to be in the right position in the right moment, and he did great again.
Ano I sama Xabi Alonso manager ema Real Madrid bobo kon waka efa Gonzalo Garcia ho na uselo ay former striker ema Real Madrid bobo kono and was say ampa na no watete nsem bi se Madrid force Gonzalo Garcia nti enya de some better striker was ampa Real Madrid team no enya striker bio wo mu ewo Gonzalo Garcia. We don't need a new striker anymore. We have Gonzalo Garcia and no I sama uselo waka fa Gonzalo Garcia ho na John Mikel Obi a former Nigerian midfielder wakwaya adwuma ema Chelsea bobo kono and was akoda no on fire we and eyecha se niema yehwe afri obi a we benyo opportunity say football na say adwuma bia mu no unyo opportunity like this as young man no e was anytime bia no utimi grab wo mu yie pa or see Gonzalo Garcia has been on fire. This is what we like to see, a young man get opportunities and take them. And no sama John John Mikel Obi wakafa Gonzalo Garcia ho ewo mu se Gonzalo Garcia eno bia ebo ne din enam gwa wo hye ne eda eno a nanso bola Federico Valverde ebo ne eno no na wasoro enti man of the match and now say superior player of the match award no Federico Valverde ene eno mpenfo e de ehye ne nsam na wagye sa award ni wie no eno ode nsam etudwase na ni ajepa say Madrid bobo kun a progress akọ the quarter finals Xabi Alonso so ebo abrante fun Federico Valverde abaso wose Valverde ama life aye easy ama no Real Madrid na de obetimi aka ene say we incredible player wose we complete on the ball and off the ball we leadership qualities and we top player and we sema Xabi Alonso e kan fa Federico Valverde ho and no adagule and enya most touches one enya most passes completed and was enya most long balls completed na chase utimu se ano e dinye papa na after sajuma na abrante fun adagule eye no and Xabi Alonso so ebo na baso se ne performance no na ni age huye papa na o player bi te se Federico Valverde Jude Bellingham Olawien Chomeni any Dennis Ibayo na nya akoda keto adagule no performance a woni bibia sempo no ube push no na enam mode ma woda na dinti no enu ani country mate ani din any Canan Yildiz a woni ni nyina every take woye adwuma ema Juventus no kofi wompon game no womo eswapi jersey Canan Yildiz ekwaji adagule jersey number 15 no ana adagule eji Yildiz wonu so ni jersey number 10 no na Yildiz edin komo anu wase waji adagule jersey wase aji Dean Howson jersey na na nia je pass ene wanya sa two great players no womu jerseys na owie no anu asande kwato Instagram say wa wishi adagule and Real Madrid team no all the best in their next matches edi o manim FIFA Club World Cup no enu Kylian Mbappe enya minutes ni bi eboye wo free bench and ebaye and first time wo bo and Xabi Alonso na Xabi Alonso after the game no wo kan sam afa Kylian Mbappe ho enu wasi Mbappe Philippe match better no GDS abrant no ebesenya kwanya na quarter final game no wono so etimi abobi waso ne abrant no edin komo every day into wo GDS as times goes on no abrant no ebe deliver enu wasi ensema obeka edi atwato ene se collective effort no any teamwork no and etimi amase say Madrid wo mo qualities no flow na ni age enkaboma players no edi eye adwuma enu ensema Xabi Alonso manager ema Real Madrid bobo kono wade tutwa na say Madrid team no equal recorder wo mo eye in 2001-2002 that season wo mo abo 66 matches this season wo mo abo 66 matches utimu say ano eden ebetimi akwanimu akwakodu ebi abeye 68 or 69 eno eye kakra ekoso our Madrid wo akache we aboa amasese FIFA Club World Cup no kofidie eba ani say sika Madrid enya eye $63 million utifie no wa mo FIFA Club World Cup ni bi na obuafu a ma obumfu because teams no mo body there wo mani age hu ye pa sika ekọ emo mo no enye sika ketwa na I go to the after say ye Juventus for efrim no and was say City and Real Madrid teams say untimi enka world football and what top 3 teams ube you omo afrimu enti so omo Juventus ahia Man City na City ashomo na Madrid ashomo dia e waso mu kofie no omo ko prepare for the next other competitions edi omanim 595 games for Luka Modric our Real Madrid bobo kunum I go to the Juventus for manager no as obi ti say Luka Modric no ye wo omo once in 300 years ubenya Luka Modric sasu nipa bi e wa asase so a we wa by age another 300 years and sin ebenya obi otise Luka Modric yetimi anya no say both Italian two clubs no wo mu ekofie na no from Inesi ebo Inter Milan 2-0 enra anajo Madrid eshe Juventus 1-0 enti 2 Italian clubs no wo mu ekofie na ene homachi na Borussia Dortmund the last game so or 16 stage no wo mu so enwini 2-1 etia Montreal team no na sewu kurase na boss 2 important goals no ema Borussia Dortmund on the 14th and 24th minute and wotimi boss goal no na Brantani din ene German Betrami and so ebete kanabako on the 48th minute ema game no a 2-1 win for Borussia Dortmund.
Now a back 5 for Monterrey. That allows Dortmund the control.
Adeyemi here. Girassi! And now on his bike is Adeyemi. with Rodriguez. Adiemi still here. Girassi again! Artiago for Jesus Corona. Corona's cross. Here's a Gire. Betarame!
NTSA Borussia Dortmund team na qualify na nwa se wo Gurase and a winning superior player of the match award na Abrantene say we expect a tough game against Montreal NTSA say wo mu antimi anwene qualify akomanim no na ne agye pass ni 2 goals no amani team Dortmund echo the quarter finals.
It was difficult. It's a good team with experienced player. I think we had a very good first half. Second half was a little bit harder, but the mindset was top, and yeah, we won, so we're all happy tonight.
You scored 2 goals. How good did that feel?
Yeah, it's good. I think I can score maybe 3 goals at least. But yeah, I'm happy. I have the team, and the most important is to win the game.
Yes, Nanka obetimi asha 3 goals and now humachi nanso 2 goals na washa ni team no qualify no nani ajeho Niko Kovac aya manager Emma Dortmund team no ono so born him rent na baso for the qualification wo mwanya.
Niko Kovac, congratulations. A very, very tough game. Talk us through that 90 minutes.
Yeah, as we expected, as I said at the beginning of the game, this is a good team, Monterrey. They played very well in the second half. I think we played very good in the first half. We should score 1 or 2 goals more, and then the game goes better to the end. But in overall, in the second half, we defended very well. It was necessary because they had a lot of pressure, but at the end, they scored once, and I think I didn't see so many chances in the second half of them.
What do you think was the key today for the win?
Yeah, first of all, the first half we played that what we said in the meeting, that what we did also in the trainings. This was very good, but in the second half we dropped. We've been not so aggressive enough, and then we dropped more and more. But in overall, sometimes in this competition, you need to fight also to win the game.
I know I am Saba Borussia Dortmund manager Niko Kovac wade to dra awrawosem and he said Jude Bellingham nyake twa ye adwuma Emma Borussia Dortmund. Job Bellingham picking up a second yellow card and unti quarter-final game and ni team Real Madrid any or no Borussia Dortmund team no the tia any sesa game no one Jude Bellingham ninya ke 12 Jude Bellingham yellow card wodini and na humachinti no enya de sesa game no obetimi abobi enti the Bellingham bloodless battle no enya de se ebetimi akoso nyankopon nyadoma e FIFA Club World Cup na ase so far yabo 56 matches FIFA Club World Cup yanya 173 goals in a single game now. Yetimi enya 3 or more goals so far. Yanya supporters over 2 million. Attendance in 56 matches now. 2,010,425 spectators. And Akwaaba 56 matches now. In a single game now. Yetimi enya 35,900 spectators. And no Akwaaba so far out of the 4 matches now. Teams will make people clean sheet do the power. 3 Brazilian clubs Fluminense and Palmeiras team wamu akipu 3 clean sheet out of the 4 matches and a PSG and so anya 3 clean sheeter yebo wamu abaso na top scorers no Enjo Fabian Di Maria 4 penalties no abo amasese wanu and LED goal kino ewo ho wabo 4 goals after Montreal team no wamu Abrante no take card baako and it any German Betarame and so about 3 goals Gonzalo Garcia about 3 goals for Real Madrid Harry Kane about 3 for Bayern Munich Kenan Yildiz about 3 for Juventus, Marcos Leonardo, Asha 3 goals for Al Hilal, Michael Olise Asha 3 for Bayern Munich, and a Pedro Neto, and so about 3 goals. Emma Chelsea team now says quarter final no I set a best starting Ochenechi Friday on the 4th of July from Inesi. 7 p.m. Wamu any Al Hilal Akwaaba na humache so ade beche Saturday ahumache 1 a.m. no and another Brazilian club Palmeiras wamu any Chelsea ebabo and face Saturday na nwumre 4 p.m. no Paris Saint-Germain ebetwen Bayern Munich boboko no na nwumre na wotwe so no Real Madrid enso any Borussia Dortmund Akwaaba na FIFA Club World Cup and Javier Tebas ono aye La Liga president Edin Sam to just say I will do everything in my power to make sure the FIFA Club World Cup never take place again. Not just say, what be do bet me bia, said I be FIFA Club World Cup no, and Kosubio, and no sama, Javier Tabas or no air president, Emma La Liga no, what the ababe to the Ednua, while Jinan and so Abua, Emma La Liga 2025-2026 fixtures no, ye release ye, na 20 teams, ye was Sevilla, ye was Bilbao, and ye was Barcelona, Espanyol Barcelona, Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, Real Betis, Real Sociedad, UD Levante, Mallorca, Valencia, Osasuna, Deportivo Alavés, Villarreal, Celta Vigo, Elche Timino, and Rayo Vallecano, Real Oviedo, Girona, and Getafe, teams at Duonua, Wamu Elko compete for 2025-2026 La Liga, and new fixtures for Monday 1, APA Montin, Ekopie, Monday 38. Na Yamubo first trainer so, Emma for Nefi, Muhu de Eko. Monday 1 our La Liga domino the tier anisa on the 17th of August no urama ano abe dinye papa the tier anisa Deportivo Alavés wamu ani UD Levante ebebo Bilbao ani Sevilla afe Celta Vigo wamu ani Getafe Girona ani Rayo Vallecano Espanyol wamu ani Atletico Madrid Barcelona be kwakweshia Real Mallorca Nefel Elche ene Real Betis akwakobo Real Madrid ebetena Santiago Bernabeu no mo ene Osasuna shia Valencia ene Sociedad na Real Oviedo wo enso ene Villarreal team no akwakobo Monday 2 Bilbao ene Rayo Vallecano Atletico Madrid wo enso ene Elche ebeshia na fei Osasuna ene Valencia Real Oviedo akwakweshia Real Madrid na fei Real Betis Wamu ani Deportivo Alavés akwakobo UD Levante ani Barcelona Monday 2 no ebekoso Mallorca ani Celta Vigo Sociedad ani Espanyol Barcelona Sevilla team no wamu ani Getafe ani bebo na Villarreal ani Girona akwakoshia for the third consecutive time Barca ebesinya kwa we Deportivo Alavés our Monday 3 no wamu ani Atletico Madrid Celta Vigo ani Villarreal Elche ani UD Levante Espanyol Barcelona ani Osasuna Girona ebetwen Sevilla Oviedo team no any Sociedad Betis any Bilbao Mallorca womu nuemo FM Vallecano womu any Barcelona for ebebo na fe Valencia any Getafe akwakoshia ansana Real Madrid team no womu enso any Mallorca akwakobo enti kofi urama diatie any sem Barca team no womu ebekwa we Premier sa ansana mbebo homa wamu abu home na wamu home game no eye against Valencia eno eye there Barca for ebe uramu our Spotify company wa ena no pay yadini nyina ema munti first match no Barca kwa way to Mallorca second match wo kwa way to Levante third match wakwa way to Rayo Vallecano na fourth match wababe bo home na fifth match so no wabo home Valencia any Getafe and Barca for ebebo mu home na a classico matches no the atia anisem urama empenfo ade atudwa sa first leg ebekoso was Santiago Bernabeu on October 26 and I just first leg game no ebekoso afe May 10th 2026 our Spotify company no Barca ebetwen Real Madrid bobuko no mo say Sa 26 October no urama the ate adisa last season no womo bobo ka friend Barca eko Bernabeu eko share Madrid 4-0 enti afi sa date na asia repeated ya and na chase first leg of the El Clasico no womo Barca for no ebe wene na Barcelona enra womo ton ansu freti ama Monaco team no a loan offer and a boy no ade akwa PM Monaco with option to buy with amount of 11 million euros eno ayen komodia e course enwa na abrante ne deal no ya confirm here but before say about confirm no renew no contract for Barcelona until June 2028 and a Barca ye we no say we ebe release we jerseys for 2025-2026 into official announcement no and ye we no say ebetimi akoso na Lamine Yamal and then so and a Barca for ye we say jersey number 10 no one be announcement say after say Ronaldinho Eshaya wa rogu Emma Messi ebe share Messi ensu ejai Emma ensu fati ensu ehro ade agu no say Lamine Yamal and eba be share jersey number 10 no abrante ne say on the 13th of July boss me e wo mu ne dey toso edumi ensa no and birthday Saturday na so no Barca for ebe announcement say we renew the deal enti nke ebe ya wo mu empushi sa jersey number 10 announcement no enko on the 13th na so the meeting and say Barca for no ene wo mu a wo mu ye jerseys emu wo no e che say debi enya de say wo betimi atwen amacha say on the 13th na do because ene wo mu e announcement ne dia na ne wo mu e announcement say number 10 wo no ene e che say ebe ya supporters ne ebenya kwan akwakoto sa jersey number 10 no enko nkoba so mu kwakoya announcement na still na no wono lami nyama no e che jersey number 19 ekoba ne sa e kapre no enti ene no wo mu ebe sa announcement no the Barcelona a plan say wo mu ebe activate Nico Williams ni release clause nyankopon nya adoma Friday say all the misunderstandings between Barcelona and Bilbao and friends no Nico Williams and Bilbao no yes this three camps no will be asolve bibia in place bibia right direction enti Nico Williams akati ni holidays ne short enti waba back to Spain wo twense nyankopon nya duma wo mo ebetime activate ni release clause no na fwa sign bibia no wa join Barcelona team no Juventus sponsor no reach an agreement with Jonathan David the Canadian striker no ya adwuma ema Lille Metropo no wo mo reach agreement enti say boy no e free France e ramu e wo Italy ho ana ababeto just Juventus for akache Manchester United for say wo mo players miensa wo Manchester United for no enhwe no mu enyi baako no mo mfa no emeji Jadon Sancho Douglas Luiz Dusan Vlahovic eni Timothy Weah sa emrantie miensan no wo mo se wo mo Juventus for no edie mu baako e ba beji Jadon Sancho into United for enhwe no mu enyi mu baako at the same time uko Italy one ma David Fratesi eye adwuma ema Inter Milan United for epe abrante no Bayern Munich e de offer akwa Liverpool na the attorney say before so omo kono no omo any Manchester United abrante for Marcus Rashford edin komo enkomodie no dia mate ene say omo Bayern for no epese omo efa Marcus Rashford any abrante for Luis Diaz na offer omo Bayern for edi komo Liverpool no Liverpool for reject omo say Luis Diaz is not for sale enti Barca any Bayern for womu epe boy no womu entumu na say Liverpool for no womu so reach agreement on 5 years contract with Crystal Palace any English defender McGahey enti abrante no enso another player enya wanwa say Liverpool for ebe sign no e wo this summer enunti ama Crystal Palace for so no awramu e wo Sporting Lisbon Osman Diomende womu say womu akwakofa branch no womu kotua £47 million e dey afa branch no oba be replace McGahey ente rich say McGahey enso e ba be ka mo squad no na ma team no aye strong yes dey entia ama Liverpool for no eto McGahey aye Ibrahima Konate yes a branch no contract extension for the second time was rejecting to mo pass him bia womu ogidie sanwe ya next summer oba ko te say the Trent Alexander-Arnold ekwe no into mo kwakofa McGahey aba no no so aba be yadwuma Victor Gokres so no Kofi wa reach agreement with Arsenal 5 years deal and one Antoine Semenyo sign a contract extension Emma bomb of team no until June 2030 João Pedro and so assign a 7 years contract for Chelsea £55 million and a Chelsea atria add on so no £5 million into £60 million now go be Chelsea players no Dawson yes 9 different strikers and a Chelsea epese omudu omo start next season Unique Kitchen bia se opa aduane a ede wache ene enam se eba ne ntwinam anase fish opa plain rice ene stew anase enkwan a uko Unique Kitchen obenya bi opa emo ene salad ampesie se eba yira anase bode eni nkontomira bomu no ko Golden City Park adimu ha coach Lamini baby oton jersey no animu ha na Unique Kitchen ewa wo mo ebo adwuma o peso mo de aduane ni bi ebrewa o de Unique Kitchen ewa 0244875365 eno number yene Unique Kitchen 18 komo ewa so Everlasting Joy Roofing Services enso so open chance ane bo fo na ye papa e de aboard down so bit self lock IBR Euro Towers and ase Aloxin open roofing accessories mattress bia oko everlasting wo mo aso ya wo mo ebeboa mo pese mo dan no anase enchanse no mo de abo mo dan so no awe na de chine no so mo pese obe penti ema mo a wo ye roofing painting leakages bia so no oni edin sa wo so a everlasting joy roofing services for eba be ye ni nyina ade amount mo si afie na wi a musika sem akwakoye problem no wo se bra no be ye nhyehyɛ no akwakobo dan so ama emrepam no no watua o brekum Thursday market woni service station no ene di nhwe ni mu Pentecost kwan no so no wo mo Juben pharmacy yenfre everlasting joy roofing services for our 0596 877 505 eno number yenim paying for 18 komo so Sunny Gold Gary Mix Gary Mix as say secondary school for no any training college for university any nursing training for no so be Gary beer manenye Sunny Gold Gary Mix sugar woman brown sugar Gary no so quality one and milk powder peanut mu uko brekum central marketer aim high Esmont any general ho and so upedudo atua 0200 857-496 Sunny Gold Gary Mix was it difference mu kofi yenjina so na ene anopai amane ne nsem no yemfa ensi
yedase bona na otene kasa mana ne nsem odi asi hu se atena se ma yenkono na enkyeremu no onfa yensha se wo wia ocean eba after ocean dia akabe yenkomo bia aisi akachiri Fia say Hussein, good morning.
Good morning, Kofi Tago.
Bibia boko.
Kofi, Bibia boko.
Yaba.
Hey, ni ebe yejuma no. Of course. Yeah, live on Facebook so. Akwaaba radio brekum. O search ne saa. Obenya yen na so etima enjoy program ne live ah. Enya asem keto. Having so no. Yes I live on TikTok. Yes I live on Akwaaba 98.1 honso Facebook. Baby ya obetien. Kofi enche obi a wotie program no. And no pay. Nene. Yes starting free transfers.
Okay.
You see transfers no of course that Ghanaian players are more bomb mainstream Europe. And particularly in the Premier League, time and not transfers and cost why say no. Na yen the fate of certain players. And I think at this very moment, Ghanaians should pay attention to this. And that is the reason why I decided to start it this way. Okay. So Ghana CCA with regards to your Black Stars, the national team. And there are players I poyempo omo the face of the national team. Omo and the future of the national team. And in this very transfer market, no Kofi say and you may be about around them in terms of omo deals omo ye near there. Not say omo no and pay attention because in every serious country, Ghana should be involved in some key players Kofi. Omo taking certain decisions on the transfer market. Look. CCA Black Stars Opo the face of the national team and Mranti Ejino Mosono Thomas Partey Captain Kranoye Meba Kudus Mohammed Antoine Samenyo na Patebo Arsenal say the contract Kudus West Ham nyadi say and it affected his form. Samenyo Bournemouth he did very well. Now Ghana and Casa Black Stars an important assignment which is the World Cup qualifiers. Of course, yeah, the first with 15 points. Yes, in a group of Comoros, Mali, Madagascar, Central African Republic, and Chad. But there are 4 matches more to go. And he said, himself projects when he's in qualifying for the World Cup again. So because World Cup akwaye bibia, key players transfer anymore. Decisions on me take here very crucial because it can either make or unmake them. And now you confused kakra because we didn't know the fate of Antoine Samenyo. We didn't know the fate of Thomas Partey until including Kudus Mohammed. Now, and you remember the year reported says Samenyo ba on Ghana holidays near the nyina say na the contract negotiations so vitality for no bomber for no it was official Anra Kofi sa Brantiano I extended the next 5 years. At the age of 25, they say or the contract called 2030. And he is going to continue. And this is what they wrote. I must say we are delighted to announce that Antoine Samenyo has signed a new contract at FC Bournemouth. Up the cherish. Until nay on any team now home that and Kofi almost 3 mois. or the next 5 years. This is a very critical decision. I think that Sedo Toado, visit players there. At this moment, Stephen Apia, no more around the team and so as some way down. No, one that way because they are inexperienced. Or when the experience that these players are from when it comes to transfer. Because one year careful, Obi a call every time Wakobi. But be a one rebel, be a whole conny Ubenya problem. What I say now? Say, where some your picture you cry here no. It describes one thing. Say team now J. Of course, so we're bomb of last season in the Premier League, I think he had about double numbers, 10 goals or more, 5 assists, only in the Premier League. And again, he was very influential, very key man. And they on it the new project now, Dango Ouattara, Justin Kluivert, clearly it is working and he's the main guy for Bournemouth. And he say stay at one, there's no risk. Again, he truly understands the team and he's very happy. Again, so our potentials teams na air pen on one. Kofi yet of Liverpool the and yes interest concrete. Be Antoine Samanya is relaxing. So obe movie a be team a one obe pe project no. 2 be team a okwa obenya biabo. Yet in Manchester United, Kofi, honestly, it won't say man you are emre, but Antoine Samanyo free bomb of common you are. In as much as man you are struggle play baby come find the problem. Then your first risk, second risk, and regular guarantee starting position. Onya, because a man you know, amuto imbuemwa attack no, Kofi, Kunya imbuemu never bought double number 10s. There will be Bruno Fernandes. What I say, and then they are looking for a center forward. And to Asamanyo so that wide into anono beba baby operative for on Matthews Kunya da enti e be dre so be yi Kunya looking at the way no matinti only guarantee starting position so come you are again Tottenham Hotspur omoye one of the teams and here so omoye interested the same thing again Arsenal the same thing enti Antoine Semenyo nankasa no I think at this very moment it is the best decision for him to stay. Now next Mohamed Kudus. And they unse Thomas Partey the enya baby awoko. And I think a honsu nyina na ese Ghana for the bum because yate Galatasaray ni ade no. Partey is one person Kofi. Ubetuma kadi obeka bia, but I can debate anybody on any day. So since Partey introduced him to the national team, he's been the best player for the Blasters. Obi amba close. Since a Partey ba national team no. Every important moment has been him. Goals, assists, leadership, captain, BBR. Their games are humble. And it's still the quality Thomas Partey. Yeah, here in the service at this important moment. World Cup qualifies on one idea called back. What I say? And the SM for me advice Partey in choosing the next destination. Because a sika any career. And at this moment, Stephen Apianom, Asamoah Coach Otuado, who used to be a former player, Same Kufuano, all those people have to come to play. The entire maker, elsewhere they do that. If a Brazilian players, you won't be move Kurana, or former players here football, and no say Uko say. I think at this moment, Partey here sound crofoni. What I say, so the man best and better advice. Office way naba, teams way naba. Who's sometimes kakrebi the media nete. What I say, just abaya eminent. Into a no one can send him office a good name. And or do come on chess happening for now. They can give him a solid advisor. Or hete, Naniba Bana Hosono, Kofi, now or enjoy the football again. Sika Onya, and then he will continue. Again, it will help the national team. Now, Kudus Mohammed. Kofi, West Ham situation, dear. Honestly, say Kudus a free West Hammer. I will understand him. But depending on team now or Bekono, that will be another question. Why? I honestly feel say Kudus' talent in the is underappreciated. He's underrated. The things he can do, the ball he can play, the kind of potential as a Wonimuno, Kofi, he's better than a lot of the big names in the European football. But again, West Ham United, Omo, in terms of managerial changes, problems or defensive weakness, the way they lose a lot of matches or defensive line, no, the way no Kofi. Honestly, I think Sekudus in your team Papa Bikotomua. Everybody will see this kind of talent because he's top. He's top. Kofi, truth is that Kudus in a better team is among the best players that you can mention. Kopama is not better than Kudus. Or when you know with the same level. The only difference is a Kudus team no and the man one way he be deceive you. But in terms of ability, in terms of talent, in terms of potential, he's at that class. Bukayo Saka no class and where be no. Heh. And they options no. Eh then. Yate and transfer market. Ed reporti we Newcastle 1, Manchester United 2, Chelsea. And now quite the last score story no crash said Tottenham Hotspur for so interested. Among all these teams, Kofi. Manchester United yes or kwa obe started. And yes, a Ghanaian player become Manchester United. But United team no need omusubai ni omu project no. And then mamenji omundi. But it won't be bad. Honestly, me personally, all the teams are not bad. But I don't know why I wish Senko beko Chelsea. My personal bias, no. Say among these teams, say could be take a decision that he should sway towards Chelsea. But I honestly believe say Chelsea hono Kofi Ghanaian players they say the AC and coach yen any adena man say I want to see him in line. But again, when you look at the position Okwakobo with Chelsea, that will be another problem. Looking at the bias are auto. What I say, but in as much as Tottenham be Champions League, Tottenham won't be a bad option. What I say, Manchester United will not play in any competition, but United and so acquired the name United won't be bad. You get it? But I think honestly, Kudu's situation there, he needs to move. He needs to move to be recognized the way and the potentials net. But again, say deal nenya. Over that advice, because media, honestly, the West Ham Mr. Romo next season. Yes, upon players almost look at the signing that they did the last time around. Almost to every single player from Aaron Van Bissaka, Samavelli, you can mention him said to Ayeye. Africa almost struggle here. So I think at this moment, these Ghanaian players, look at Kamadin Sulemana. When you're very fine move from Southampton, Kofi, or Atalanta Begamaska. Now Atalanta man quite that opportunity. It is only unfortunate. Say Gasperini knew her, and the new Atalanta coach is bringing different things on board. You get it? But look at Atalanta, highly competitive in the Serie A. Omo Trump card then omo man quite that opportunity. The potentials, good dribbler. Pacey and here development. Atalanta will give you that platform for you to develop. And yes, in the long run, Ghana should be very interested in your faces, in your top players, decisions on taking in this very transfer window, because it can either make or make them, which in the long run will affect the national team in either positive way or negative way. Kofi, Arsenal are very busy on the transfer market. And it was to be expected. First, Obeka Arsenal film in the Champions League, Ateta can say the difference between Omone Paris Saint-Germain and Omu after Omu eliminated Real Madrid, Paris Saint-Germain had someone in the box. Omu they had no one. Yeah. So Sasem Nonkwan was an enough statement that should tell you say Arsenal for no Omu be yes signings they will consider Omu attacking and so. And the Enyanwa say Yatin Noni Madueke, Ebereche Eze. Now the recent one, Victor Gyökeres. First, I want to tackle Eze's situation. Ebereche Eze, Kofi, honestly, he is a very, very good talent. Onimbo Bopa, but Palace is underappreciated. Regardless, so do Amwaji the FA Cup, any Bibiano, a Palace Ninti, and Crawford Hunasa. Now, on a personal level, so about Arsenal, Kofi know about the Three Lions national team, English national team. So about Arsenal says, yeah, a man is still in that Kosromo, so that consistently he will be called to the national team. Since I Mihuno, Ewo Palace, on your opportunity, say, oh, bo. And I'm starting admiring. Unless you don't watch Palace, unless you don't watch the Premier League, he's one of the best ball holders, ball carriers, good dribbler. And again, on the left, he's very effective. Where Oba Arsenal, he will give Martinelli that competition and he will take the position. Okay. And Tuane Martinelli will also help Arsenal on that side. Even if Martinelli is leaving, now Eberechi is in Eba, Kofi, he will fit in again. Or Nadam for pass and Bukayo Saka. And he said this main guy in attack or the right in Bukayo Saka. If Eze is coming or the left, our Arsenal, definitely they will cause problems. And in Barcelona person Lamine Nico Williams, isn't it? And he said Obio feeling is and Saka can time and again. The last one talk sports. Now Omu Busane say Oko England national team wa training grounds player be pa and they very effect. No says it. I mean he said it and he explained. And you can really feel from Saka say he truly admires as a talent. Sometimes I know maybe how you feel within intimate P1, and that is exactly the way I appreciate Eze's talent. How I wish Senko be able to how me person me explaining the potentials of this very talent. Ebret ko oni bobo oni bobo rough. And so Arsenal that will be good. And he will come as less at a lesser cost. As compared to other options, Arsenal for no interested. Again, Arsenal for no envy on signings. That is the reason why I'm careful on spendings. Now, as a deal, say baby man na emma ejines kasem so. And no can who be ne. The Arsenal deal for Benjamin Sesko has died out, and now it is reported Arsenal initiated contact with Victor Gyökeres, the 27-year-old Sporting CP center forward from Sweden. No, Kofi. Sporting CP, according to report, said Gyökeres agree personal terms, 5 years contract, any BBR. There can say Arsenal for any Sporting CP Bekasa. Now this is the situation of Gyökeres. Let me repeat. Abrante contract no, Kofi, not the release clause a womb, and neya say 100 million euros official, but omo ewo clause in the contract say team biaba now obetua 68 million euros I was say Timani the Sporting CP etono emaneko. And it means that looking at Gyökeres at Nini ceiling, the goals that he scored. In fact, let me repeat the numbers for you again to see the kind of striker. Oh yeah, 2 seasons per at Sporting CP. Kofi with Sporting CP we about 102 matches, 97 goals, 28 assists. And that should tell you the kind of player Abrante and Victor Gyökeres. Oh yeah, not just that. Last season in the league, last 2 seasons, 29 goals, 10 assists, 39 goals contribution in 33 matches. Season year 39 goals in 33 matches. Wow. 7 assists. Champions League season year 6 goals including Man City hat-trick. What is it? And that should tell you the kind of talent and the quality of Victor Gyökeres. Again, or your ball holder. On then he goes to assess kahon. Where you know Obobo Nibi. Players now attacking actions or be an Arsenal per striker. As I say, or your fox in the box, or nim go national. And so you're good holder. Where you aside nim dribble, born than Nayanoa, or you're very good. And that should tell you, so Arsenal will view him. In fact, on a Benjamin Sesko, no, so born that way Nayanoa, or nim bossing Sesko. Born than an annual for more. The only difference between on the Shesco is age. And then Nana Master and for the Shesco no more. But look, and a quality attacker is a quality attacker. And at this moment, Arsenal would need that. You get it? No, not just that. 68 million euros, no. Set Sporting Angia. Any fear above that, no. Victor Gyökeres need the agent to 10%. And the man say Arsenal. Tottenham was Sporting so measure 70 million and now 75. So much 68 million, which is the release clause next year. A gentleman's agreement now. Macron must sign now. Gyökeres then agent in him. But so much above 68, Germans on 70. 10%, which is 7. In the 7 no quarter 7 million free 70 mebeka 63 in the 63 na beba club no so what the 68 na yeah so potentially Arsenal for if say 68 million euros so the corner spot for Nigeria that would be a very good deal in launching Abrante and the Victor Gyökeres Kofi and if Gyökeres come imagine so Arsenal potential transfers no Madueke Ba he will be a very good addition in as much as open guarantee starting position will not be possible no he can be a very good addition adding to the depth. Now so munya Eze no munya Gyökeres Kofi Arsenal attack it will look very dangerous and very serious because already the midfield near sorted or more renew Lewis Kelly contract so Arsenal will look exciting and people will begin to take them very serious on the market. Indeed, I think that is it with Tim and the Arsenal honestly I believe they'll go in for a goal poacher and no so far there Omuni Gyökeres is head and say Kofi ebe possible Juventus Kofi, after watching another game against Real Madrid, I think you understand why Omuye in the market for a striker. Because Dusan Vlahovic elusu form and he's not fitting in again. Kolomwani naka, but Kolomwani is not a good scorer. In fact, and there's only chance now or say no. That is a typical definition. Of course, the clearest opportunity and or say no. Or you want fast, and he's always been that guy. One-on-one situation, Kofi Onyade. Decision be obe take 1v1 bia enye. Enra ebia Chepenu could have been the best option. I understand Courtois, but the way Opeja abo no, it was too wayward. And again, you had a lot of options to score this very goal. Luxury of space, time, and everything. Her movement and then build up. No, the attribute by Copan say, born do nimbo or say to me press or bomb for GB, but so operative from wide are good. But so cast on only do attacker 1v1 in your baby no. And to here go poacher. And at this moment, Kofi, it was two. Abrante and Jonathan David and Victor Osimhen. Now Juventus funny feel said Jonathan David and everything is almost agreed because I'm not born a question. Jonathan David is a free agent after all free Leo no the contract and the agent and no and a deal no and unto a Canadian none the agent and any Juve for no our Madrid match and I say omudin komo and everything is agreed say nay the Juve person omutua dem ma Jonathan David agent no any Jonathan David no ma dia too. So we are looking forward to see Jonathan David say only Juve na be official. Now almost some person omo add Osimhen. I personally think Osimhen shouldn't come to Juve.
Why?
Yes, because I feel say Juve project and it will take time. Honestly, the way I watch their game near the end, me nijide wa I go to the any project na all yenim. And I think Osimhen will have to relax. Galatasaray for no Sikano Mutiani is very good and so onya any other top European team ebe compete here. I think you should stay with Gala and make sure say Kofi obe to aswabo goals. So maybe next season obenya a better opportunity and a better dealer ebe to me amana movie e ho. Now to the FIFA Club World Cup. Kofi e pesi e din komo we na nkrofo tie ni pa. You see, once there is a new coach at Real Madrid, you don't expect to see say Madrid Bobo the way they used to play under Ancelotti. Until the medical amount premises say there is a new coach, and first of all, you need to admit and understand that. Now, coach in Akwaaba in Xabi Alonso no so, because it's already history and then a background you understand the way he's playing, you know, I say from a certain point. Why? This is a coach about Real Madrid, and he understands. Say Real Madrid is a demanding club. What I say, and again, Real Madrid are direct. I'm go to look for goals. Good. Again, he was in the Spanish national team that dominated, conquered the world and everything, and he understands the Spanish football of passing and everything. He's been with coaches like Vicente de Bosque, Rafa Benitez, Jose Mourinho, Pep Guardiola, Ancelotti, every single coach. And you understand him from the inspirations and what Peke as a coach. So what is his principle? So about Real Madrid, he was asked this very question. Say, "Crime no first one about coach be on the trunk." No, so not there. All the time we present the team in a kutabo no. And again, say the team make crabo no or feel say no and no multi creating enough chances and no multi winning enough matches. You get it? And you should understand say Xabi Alonso is not Carlo Ancelotti. Ancelotti they be okay say the system no Madrid suffer but later they win. What I say? Yeah. They always suffer and later they win. Now this coach no Madrid in Kutabo no or more creating chances and scoring through that. Now the difference is very clear. And then football no Alban it was more about 3 back, about saying and about 4-2-3, or about 4-3-3. And then football I grow to the level say formation and Casano. It's not the most important thing, but systems and rules are. Why? For Madrid lineup netos and had on paper, all the Madrid lineup no back 4. But the team ne operate and back 4, they operate in the back 3. What was here? So Madrid about game now other gule as player or that the right side of the attack. Yes, I knew who but Kofi game ne here. He is the deep line playmaker. And then Jude Bellingham, Fede Valverde, occupy the half spaces, double number 10, back on the left, back on the right. Why? Because coach in my premises say, Kofi, or no or percent team kutabo. Into all the time no you expect Madrid to attack. So Madrid they attack here. You see, omo attack in a 3-2-5 shape. 3-2-5 no. Abrante the other Rudiger Dean Huijsen Abba defense. Now Dean Huijsen Rudiger Abba defense no. Frank Garcia any Abrante the other Trent Alexander-Arnold Kofi omo kwa attack. Chouameni Abba beka ho. Say Chouameni beka ho ewe chida. E teze backline na be 3. And Trent akwa as a wing back. Frank Garcia call as a wing back. And then Ada Gula Ababe Jira in front of the back three as a deep line playmaker. And until the name on the control Madrid tempo, on the detective pace, and coffee the kind of baller Ada Gula airball, confidence, passes. Even me say the passes and the Nkokrano. We are doing a type pass in the chair. You understand something? This guy is a very brilliant talent. And on one city deep. And then I allowed Jude Bellingham to go near to the post. Said about Obetima shooting, Obetima goals. Fede Valverde near to the post, shooting and then scoring goals. That is the reason why you see them shooting a lot. And the other time, already there's an attack of Gonzalo Garcia Torres, Vinicius Junior. And you see some Madrid attack no more enough numbers. Now, and after the game, and no Mubusa Xabi Alonso about Madrid system. No, and he said, sir, Juve defended more than the way he expected them because we were on team no. And this is a new coach. Our system nothing that introduce you. And the reason why Madrid they bought simple pass. Who say Adiabako who pan say rondo type of play no. Your friend is a Ponkwabo dam. Oji a one touch no abo pass no. And then Madrid they build one possession no. But in football, say Madrid they kutabo no team create chance. Ozi a Madrid the Madrid for them for ball nche Juve for no defend. They will not do that. They will keep hold to the ball to create chances to make sure they open space. That is the reason why under Xabi Alonso you see Madrid opening up, Madrid holding the ball the most. And with this, gradually, Onlusu game after 4 matches. So he's good to go, isn't it? Yeah. 4 matches on Lusu here. And yeah, non kwa or tweaking the team no a final result. Every game he finds a way to unlock the opponent and score. And then exactly the same thing. Look, the 5 men now they attacking. And then the man Madrid they share goal no. Because they had enough numbers in the box. All the time, Juve for a deep. And he said, time who said Juve for a deep or might defended deeper than he expected. No said I be about one top. Column 1 in Kwa. Now column 1 in Kwa one top now Auburn. Actually said there is no need. So Obebo three back. So assignment Chouameni free defense. Equa medal. Neka 2 center back because 2 center back dealing with column 1 there. Easy. Said the Abaya still Madrid bring more players forward. And Madrid need more players forward no. Kofi and then the more munya those no BM wide to make sure say obey you so wise because he says sir, in the first mistake a column 1 was said no. Madrid tried to use that what we call midfield penetration no. A TC team need the counter attack beko. And this omuyi born ko wide now je born no from flanks edene. And anon be and a born no koto ha Abrante and the other Trent cross. Now cross never no. You see Pierre Kalulu had a very very disappointing moment. And yes our sign. But he will be very disappointed in what sense? When he said no, Marky Gonzalo Garcia. Now, Makaja Madrid had enough numbers in the box. And he no mount number Juve for even in the Juve box. And Trent in Ebea cross. No? Trent is an excellent ball crosser. And he will share baby Trent Ebea cross now. Or who say Rudiger. And I mean, so Ushe Rudiger. Now here Gonzalo Garcia. Now cross Eba when I saw Kotakeno. So Kotaki Rudiger because Rudiger didn't him area ball him into Hana Kalulu Jai Gonzalo Garcia no Kotaki Rudiger and a boy ni see Gonzalo Garcia into Rudiger na Kalulu piano and neither form no but Gonzalo Garcia na Ojano no why you free because eventually Senka when Jai Gonzalo Garcia and no or Kotaki or no Rudiger would have been the free player to head the ball so because of the numbers Madrid had in attack no and the more share this very good and they Madrid that share we or more could do the quarterfinals Kofi quarterfinals now Madrid they do interestingly they say teams now do quarterfinals no my parents no and you can see say Madrid need Dortmund ebebo after so almost share Montreal yeah. Now baby obi edu no obi abenya $21 million e dey aka sika ho nti enyes kaketwa now put that aside so who qualify quarterfinal obenya $21 million now before after Madrid qualifying I was expecting of course Madrid may move it to New York no makobo MetLife Stadium and so far baby Madrid able competition ni bia no kofi wa one thing almost support ni massive
yes
and no me say Kylian Mbappe eba mu no it was just as Madrid as she go. I said that after the game. When him say interestingly, ESPN 4-year discussions, there was one lady on the air reporter say time wa Mbappe bem no call washroom because Madrid leading and Madrid is a control game to zero in see. No till they no him say Madrid that she go. Exactly as I said after the game because the shout we Manchester United Madrid is one of the teams that are more support.
Yes.
Unfortunately for Madrid, New York also no more support and more power. And also no more move for the quarterfinals. Now Madrid are going to play against Borussia Dortmund. More point, you know, I was like, hey, potentially Jude Bellingham and Job Ebebo. And Kofi, after Jude Bellingham qualified to the quarterfinals, no, Onuya Jude Bellingham in the Dortmund on the 77th minute, they could yellow card. Now the yellow card now added to the previous yellow cards. I'm our messy this very game, and you can tell the disappointment from his face. Say a year because they expected to meet for people to see how Kofi. And because it will be mixed with emotions and everything, but he'll be watching the game from the stands. Honestly. Madrid and Dortmund game ni nyamba so but it try a lot of pitches.
Okay.
Vini abo only 2 games against Dortmund. Washe 4 goals.
Okay.
Hat-trick back and a Champions League final 83rd minute goal. Mbappe abo 9 matches against Dortmund. Okay. Washe 5 goals. That should tell you say Madrid now you about Madrid Dortmund. Only said the last time Madrid Dortmund 5-2. So guys are match now. Good. Again Madrid for to Dortmund for no so.
Okay.
And not just that. So recent Champions League finals and recent matches are Madrid abo in the Champions League. It looks as if so many Dortmund enye matches are any be shepano. Final before final back will be the PSG Bayern game. And potentially say PSG Bayern honestly from a Madrid standpoint Madrid a team Bayern pa and Bayern team ne astatia a year but in you to say PSG and Bona Xabi Alonso able to see you know with Bayern which he knows very well because no Leverkusen no it will be better for Madrid to face Bayern than PSG. Why PSG high flying and the most informed yes almost your mother you know to say Bayern now but system now Xabi Alonso born a possessive game what I say control pass any idea PSG for the boy no better than Madrid. And so far, Madrid are dominating possession of every game that they are playing. And you ask yourself, say Madrid could game that team need possess here creating more. And they say Madrid will Madrid be able to cope with that now? And to be say quarterfinals na drew near Kofi Friday and first match Fluminense Al Hilal not 1 p.m. Saturday Palmeiras Chelsea and then Saturday 4 p.m. Bayern Munich PSG and you 8 Dortmund Real Madrid. In the quarterfinals, then the baby Edruno will be very, very interesting.
Yeah, that's it. No, I Hussein Adams and now telling Casaman on Insabodini Chemo SC Ocean Eba na Utimi Adinidia Mawuya. There can be fee and a fee soon you mokwaka or Mukrema or Tenkasakudim Semana de Edan Shannon. The GPS address be Ira Plate and Ira Bepimu Akwaaba Radio see AG54 Bene Road or NEC and also Shannon so simple obey about Akwaaba Radio see a BB 0064522 a BB 0064522 and no a GPS address plate number you be na seminoka say abedi Akwaaba Radio tinti odie unhua oba Akwaaba Radio say na abeju ade na ode akobo ufio na Shannon so fridge Dr. Danto what's me can't so fridge na say no obe sese ne kama 8 million emfa ne bebia wo se wo fie so wo nyumam bebi bia wo ai so be free bia no beba na adwuma na etimi abe ne kama 8 million moto no na sai moto ne ba ye fufuro be siso okonde san na nya adwuma yi oba ye fufuro be siso kama 8 million wo se mo gas ne na asa obe hu ya be sa fele ne kama 8 million ana fe so difference no se na nya adwuma yi bomode na be page akwan na ye nya fe so na adwuma no ye nya ne kama emfa emma phrase CA I was 0556468154 0556468154 and answer 0503603426 so fra yabejo soni abona no and a unique steel bender construction time in Kancha Sebra na ufie na usino ye mo na sini tempa so se be afie na ho de betimi abam was say a reba bed and Sassana cotton ye be a wasio, Sassana reba installation by a bit me and a come 8 minute mom. That there be the entity now fear no sin, say ya brosa no sim, so co fruso oba, ye bet me at a iron ross and come 8 minute mom, said a beer dana co fruso and one debate me bum, ye fabrication, and a face reinforcement ebi, and a bridge been a pesos yobe here, ye best in come 8 minute mom. So in your pillars, I would bra, ye bet me ye become a edema said a bill fear no sin, obey me sit down a manager home. Iron ross and oba, ye bet me at a come. If you be any home, what's in Gancho say, your sacrifice innocence or traumatic salon ediaba, and found a 3-star pelba. You bet me you, I'm my home vet me daddy. Shannon so say head I, car ben I so pay, which the color I bet man come and 8 minute mom. Sporty ways, nobody bet man come and edamam. Say dread loss no zebra, and found a style per oba, you bet me. Obey me and Elbri cum doma quan, so hey point just ope. You were feeling station at home, what's in Gancho say, I have a friend of frame 0246 416662. And 0208 0208 070165 wofra ye bejo so ni aboam na osajumano yetimi aye edema omanyina e kan bi enana pay wote yankasa kudiem semino ye de edam the tactical man ocean
Kofitago
bibia boko
fino ala fini
until the end
until the end
yo
bibia boko
ye de nyamia se se minim na se
o be ne the weather we ne de sao
na no me kai se monum nsuo pa na se o pese de ne bi yam dia ba so me de no nsuo pa na menum
wanim na agu ase no
menum nsuo pa
wanim na agu ase no
o me menum nsuo pa sa me ne rate na
asem to so fo de amose nsohwe
why me ne rate de se me ne rate na nsuo pa na ne enum ye enum nsuo bi aka nsuo bi an
I drink one city near Venzay.
Nina ayu.
Oh, that beside drink and Venzay.
Menim say me drink. Menim drink be a friend of one city.
Kaguma soon come
me drink be a friend of one city.
Sir. Now you drink here. Piva.
Wine ba.
I tell for COVID I go favorite into the Muhunu Kruma.
You near Piva be our Uditra.
Yes,
you ma yentie mo
da. So here.
Boko.
Oh, yentie T4. Yentie T4.
Yentie man up.
Yes, yentie man. Safwa man.
Kima ba kono no.
Na go feel who me looks no say.
Oh, come up. Dada wishing.
Ofi, say mu da ho. Yenye adwuma. Kofi me pese esuan de bia no pay.
Okay.
Na enye da bia na ya ba betena ha 433. Obo short to say yes, say there 442 ni
and 352 ni na say for.
Good.
Okay.
You see, sir, only coaches edi nkoma. And only omo aye football ache di nkoma. They will tell you say there is more to football than what we see on the field of play.
Yeah.
They who know agopra no so no. E constitute just 30%. Adwuma kase no ene niema influence die ye hu no agopra no so no. Eno ne dɔɔso.
Yeah.
Now, football is a psychological game. A purely psychological game. You can say a psychological game. I'm talking about football from the mind. Now the emphasis make say football you are doing with Juma. Because it is played by the mind. Now, Richmond Mami and the Pelo, the book now actually no. Now, and the Pelo, a legend at the man Italian national team, as a legend at the man AC Milan and any Juventus. And in fact, he is one of the greatest ever midfielders the game has ever produced. Now, the Pelo, the intelligence and know the ball, and any ability on the ball. Emma, me penasem, I really admire Andy Pelo a lot. Especially the register role, the deep line playmaking role. Andy Pelo is the originator of that role. No, Emma, a movie by done specifically from tactical point of view. And the Pelo at the book could be by and the book no na me very interested that me pay book no be kanye. Now, and the Pelo book no the title. I think, therefore I play. I think, therefore I play. And the Pelo book and the title, no. Now, the most famous quote in the book, Kofi American you, but so conversation, the most famous quote in the book, and ye nani at the book. Now, ye nani ye tools, I boy, am ye timid.
na mo no de ye de ball na nkasa de e ya adwene na ball no da ho de a o de unan na bebo because unan na tools sana and the pelo etwe e woni book a what title say I think therefore I play now and the pelo asama wa kan takes me to the point of the fact say football is controlled by the mind. Enti se wadwen no se any good condition mu. Se wadwen no any the right frame mu a untumi mo ball no. And you go feel we enya football mponko a. Eye nipa sitina made. Ade bia ye no wiase bia na bia wo wiase bia ya adwene. Eye adwene na ye bia wo wiase. But yeah, hey, no. We easily forget, say. Place no mo be gina go pramano so no. Amunsu ye nipa. Amunsu wo emotions. Amunsu wo feelings. Now, the me person me di hu nkomo na me di make me point. Sports psychology. Now, go for person sports psychology a. You see, it is the study of how the psychological factors affect athlete performance. How are psychological factors, social factors, affect the performance of athletes, specifically footballers? And yet, you can say, Pep Guardiola, you know, worry for more than 23 years, Ejano. And psychologically, Pep Guardiola enya sound. Yebekan wo fiase. Yebekan wo fiase. Kofi a lot of footballers, for example, for Kepa. Yankase Kepa ni yiri jano maninya broken heart. Yeah. Into the Chelsea po my ba na na mona bona kwa akoto atenemu. Yebedi sound komo we nyina ye den e wo fiase. Now, talking about sports psychology, no. Very, very important. Eba ya che name no ama Europe in terms sports psychology came into existence for more than 200 years in here. Wow. And the time of sports psychology by Europe no the 1920s. And sports psychology by Europe now in fact the first country all this sports psychology too find is serious say or pay special attention to science field no and as the aspect of sports no aspect of sports no Germany in 1920s. Now Omune established the first sports psychology laboratory. Oh, okay. By Papa friend Dr. Carl Diem Berlin, Germany. Now, talking about sports psychology, your factors are determine sports psychology. And I determine whether athletes be better performing and I own to mean performing. One, personality. Two, mental toughness. Third one, confidence. Fourth one, motivation and a mentality. Now, for personality, Akofi, idea Akofi. Individual athletes be no more. I am more advantage over the competitors. And so who's Zlatan Ibrahimovic? Who clear who play or personality? Who Cristiano Ronaldo? I am passing ball no crowd defender now who so. So who like Messi? Messi your players baby don't have Messi or who know the team move. Or Jim Bonana defender no crowd who so. Baby any kwanso okoti akran wa okoti ana penalty ana nipa na wa ye ho adwuma. And these are players or more personality and kasa bit say Pogba mo or more personality on the field of play. Mental toughness. Now if you kasa mental toughness are the strong mentality to deal with situation and get the right solution. Whenever even so go pramansu si akana enyama nko yi a you still have the mental toughness to withstand any adversity and any challenge. Then confidence. Because if you have confidence, only confidence I want to mean you be successful. Then motivation. Now in sports psychology, motivation is You the intrinsic motivation and you the extrinsic motivation. Now the intrinsic motivation is motivation within oneself. Say you hey, you need a one year because you say you don't year duma where your chinebi ye bedi. Meaning say oh say me yire me ho bobo on boni here che metuma ba blasters na me so here free me fie. Say me yire mo sua ngomo che metuma be ni pakese metuma be minister metuma be MP. Na me so aboa me ni mabusua. Near what the extrinsic motivation. Now the extrinsic motivation is motivation outside. And you hear director betuma can say oh ye be a drum na talk out the Akwaaba workers nyina. And here motivation external motivation obi na dey den emaye. And apa sade betuma can say oh mutimi achieve ade we ma me a monthly salary bi I month bi adura e bia me de 20% increment be kan bi a salary ho. And the extrinsic motivation no. Now Kofi dia maka ni nkyerɛkyerɛ mu a media to dwa nyinaa no. In some person me kyerɛ sɛ niema esi of the field no according to sports principle no. Niema esi of the field no control on the field. And even sports nko a so odu public officers why Kofi so yire tetew ana sundwe ni fie a ukwa adwuma kra wani nje untumi nya adwuma ni nye ni yie na nko bitimi nya broken heart na so okoku no ho you get a point and the express niema no AC of the field no and the control the AC on the on the field
yeah
the American ni tintin ntetie nyina eye situation Inter Milan akom
okay
Kofi eka 5 games to end the season no. Ye be din komo wo fi ha kan say 3 teams or more Europe in the top 5 European leagues are likely some bet ma get treble na Inter Milan din ka ho. Inter Milan, Barcelona and Paris Saint-Germain.
Yeah.
Especially at the time Inter Milan ate me Barcelona. From the Champions League. Emma dudu na jije we Inter Milan munu ko suru bebre. Back of it, we did a twinkle of an eye. In a space of coffee a month. At the end of the trabutu. Now as a Richmond Benya Inter Milan for a heartbreaking season no at the Atosua. Coffee here. Teamwa, they were close to make monumental record. They were so close to make achievement. And they ababe wi omo sa mo akoni edu. Omo in the Syria A. Coffee against Lazio. Timer Genoa and Napoli about draw. And then say oh Inter Milan attacking twice against Lazio and to Scudetto trophy now. Say abeka 1 point between Omoni Napoli and Antonio Conte.
Yeah.
And to where the Omafa trophy na wie. Yohana Pedro ebebo 2 goals. Editi Inter Milan mo board draw. And no sa match na cost you more the Serie A title no. And to so obesha Antonio Conte's Napoli at 1 point energy league in the Inter Milan sem. Then what about the first Supercoppa Italiana? Almost Bomodin Kodru a final against among bitterest rivals AC Milan. This season AC Milan assistant coaches upon coaches. Paulo Fonseca almost sake Stefano Pioli. Adi Paulo Fonseca by ni ankoye no almost sake Fonseca. No amade papa friend Francesco Conceição by. Milan 88 on the Scudetto table. Ntine so nka niam enkoye for AC Milan enti we the Inter Milan ewie no ani. Ena AC Milan edi trophy fi Inter Milan sam. Now no aba Coppa Italia. Coppa Italia so amudru semi final omuni so we the ye AC Milan na fe ya ko she Bologna because Bologna the Asia na betima chinchin nsa. Na omobe Thales rival AC Milan ayino. Ana so yen fa bibian to achi na emra Champions League because it meji Champions League na ye season na successful. Kofi, before the final, let's be honest to ourselves. Say, near in the final, a base and come across my head.
It's 5, you know.
And make a shop was on my way in part time. Champions League final, pana. Kofi, match in more for say, I'm one team there. It doesn't work to be a final.
Yeah.
At the end of the game, full time results 5-0. Kusu, a month man consolation goal. A month man stress back umpo. I know muso season ended. In the season ended there. Coach, you are ever do final in the shape of Simone Inzaghi. Obuna ketem up free Inter Milan Bobo Kuno Akwa PM of Far East Ako coach Ahela. And it's hard I am fire former player. Player you did this so much because the time with Inter Milan or the Inter Milan was successful in 2010 under Mourinho. I heard the first time in the history of Italian football, Italian side be edge treble. Italy only Inter Milan can edge treble. AC Milan edge treble, the Juventus edge treble. Winning the Coppa Italia, the Champions League and Scudetto. Not Christian Chivu are a part of that Inter Milan team. And in as much as said they see Inter Milan current team in the mode of Simone Inzaghi, all corner, no more GD, and I know we are convinced say Christian Chivu bet me about Bessan near Kakra. Because we are also buy the Inter Milan copy of FIFA World Cup no it could be saying round of 16. Now see, so from the beginning of the tournament now, clearly now the Inter Milan air struggle. Almost struggle ya no manuvo mu ekodu knockout phase. No mu do knockout phase in the first stage of the knockout phase round of 16 no mu free. By a Brazilian side Fluminense and a Inter Milan free. So you could just understand how almost season no Kofi I am very unsuccessful the heartbreaking season of Inter Milan I dey enya. And then over bizarre say Inter Milan team and that one. What is actually wrong with them? And Paul coach no ko. But I Kofi, omo majority of their players, omo maintain the players no obi aho. Players na di omo boss having 2023 Champions League against 2022-2023 against Man City no. Majority. Why na anyhow? With the exception of Andre Onana. Obi aho, Hakan Çalhanoğlu, Nicolo Barella, Lautaro Martinez, Federico Di Marco. Mention the Henrik Mkhitaryan, Francesco Acerbi, Donzo Dumfries, Obiaho. And to be say, why is it that still Nyaman Koye for Inter Milan? It comes back to Asama Maker and say they need a psychological uplift. Yes. Because the actual mono, it is our brabo, go via Obu or Assembly to me to know home. On to me and recover beam. Yeah. But Robinson has met me at no recover was in back stronger. And at this moment in Inter Milan for your psychological help. Okay. And yes, our money is run next season. And our money is run next season. The season will become worse.
Oh, okay.
Our money psychological help. You got team more drew baby a coffee or getting closer to make history. I nay. All of a sudden, no man bedroom square. Back to square zero.
Yes,
until omu here psychological help. Omu problem in psychology. They need to be obe uplift omu confidence. Obe psyche omu say the SNB be omu fan to much football sanet here. And yet there be an bit marine. Sa pepe na de. Eti bi go vi me Bayern Munich in 1999 okay 2 minutes. Nanka waje Champions League. 2 minutes so. I'm someone say kufo su. 2 minutes now waje Champions League so anya dey. And ye. Now you're moving on. Kofi, and Real Madrid for a hard-fought victory over the old ladies. Juventus, the Bianconeri. Now I saw a lot of positives from Real Madrid game. You know? Now say one match ni be a results no be that say oh match ya Real Madrid omo display good performance. Omo performance they very good. Nekwe 1-0 no. In fact, omu dominate play ankasa. Senye Juventus goalkeeper FN Di Gregorio no krampona. Juventus be considered not less than 3 goals. Yeah. He made crucial saves on go that pie. No, be again, if be no. You want to lose here, but he's one player. Young in a bebon abasona, one goalkeeper. I mean, the performance is super splendid. Now, positives now could me who from this particular game, and I say one. I saw Real Madrid, omu general team performance, and I say omu improve it. Now, tournament started here, no. Now, Madrid performance, and it's a very first match against Ahela, and Yaman call ye who born Ahela boy. Now, against Pachuca, I sense your record on Boko D, I Real Madrid for me money over Muwe ever winning that game now. Clearly, after that win, and then I serve as spark. I'm a Real Madrid for no confidence. I cross road at well, you know. I'm more confidence in Pejan Kakra. I ne omo konko omo in the FIFA Club World Cup or more PM or quarter final stage. And here one, now two. Kofi, I saw Timua who coach you know ni fingerprint ni signature team no so. For the first time since Alonso took over Real Madrid job no. And not the first time me who Timua clearly who said they are playing in a way a coach na chiro mo so mo nye de enye. And to sorry Alonso the methodology where the coaching principles no where the collective play na Alonso calling for say any team no person hye no Real Madrid no enye individual performance no pe name on collective performance because eno the individual quality ni beba mi hu sa de no enra. Now Richmond me da say my formation we na so now Kofi this is the formation Alonso Eddie Ababaye good coach amene obi ebo ni din. So one of the most enterprising young upcoming coaches game na produce. Now I call for 3 back. Now what mean is you see Rudiger, Tchouameni and Dean Hansen. Now or the Tchouameni ever gonna center between Dean Hansen and Rudiger. Now Rudiger they only new to this system. Rudiger boss system will be for a couple of seasons time over Chelsea no. Time and what do you call it? AS Roma no. And I coach a fan of Fonseca. Wabo I Eusebio Di Francesco. Until wabo sa formation we be until only 2 news just that no free injury na but no na or struggle to meet the intensity ni and na match sharpness of fem kakra. Now the Hansen are very comfortable on the ball. Now immediately say coach be call for 3 back. What means he had different profile among the 3 center backs, no. One, you need a sweeper. And in Italian language, your friend libero, no sweeper. And you defend from wide zones. Mode that combative in the beba. And they be on the baba pressure. So you need sweeper. Or you're very good on the ball, or ball playing ability. And you suit your many or that position go. Now. Ne former method no. Oyisu 2 fullbacks me no. In the shape of Alexander Trent Arnold and Abrante FN Frank Garcia. And that's why the profile of Frank Garcia and Trent Alexander Arnold omu nyina kura similar profile. In the sense say in the 4-back system no, they struggle. Omu to me defending ye. And Alexander Trent Arnold no, Kofi or your typical fullback. And you want to say in a system in a 3-back system, no, the ball won so well because of your ability on the ball, any attacking ability or so Sergio forward that. No about Frank Garcia. And no game no be where Frank Garcia be who say, look, this is not Frank Garcia who in the last season. And now when it come composure on the ball, the recovery how Sergio forward that clearly what I say. 3-back system no obetumi abo emone yeyi. Now in the 3-back system no Kofi you need double number 8 mienu. Now say double number 8 mienu no. I was say baako a controller.
Okay.
And then Toni Kroos any Real Madrid bobo konum biem. And obia who say Toni Kroos e kon ye no waja big hole e dey ato Real Madrid for enfifuni ho. And Alonso Mae no. One position no struggle to find a player be to fit that role no. wo hwem mu ahu say player akofo betuma abo Adagule well no na ni profile no a bit similar to Tony Cruz in terms of creativity, in terms of passing range, in terms of young control game, any ability to play certain key passes to help the opponent on a bit my and so Adagula the performance no ma ye mu bi kan say dear coach ni wo gidie wa Adagule mu say in Alonso's and Alonso's regime no Adagule betimi enya a lot of opportunities. Now in attack, Jude Bellingham echo unusual role. Now you soon as force attacker. And what mean is off the ball, ball chile, send a bay a branch here, the cost of Quack threat Alexander Arnold or right side wa. Jude Bellingham very next position as a central boss to boss dynamic midfielder. And he always say Madrid phoning your ball now. He will run at the blind side of the opposing defenders. And you know, as always, your opportunity there, want me and then and share a keep near the AA save. And they clearly, Alonso mo be at role and a system one. Or the wobble. Also, the how or person the pretty. Now, finally on how ni team Bobo. Now, Kofi, team be a good team there near my with the ball and without the ball. Now, for Paris Saint-Germain example, without the ball, on that press one more pressure, they'll never let you feel comfortable with the ball. Sergio Bona, they'll find a way be a press on a ball. Now, say what many PhD for no one same one. Repanya Kofi are so fast here they dominate you. In terms of me who Real Madrid say born Ukraine or the distance between Abrante Vinicius attackers no and me for the and what be. But previously no, now always no who gap be between attackers and me for the no muntinye de empress here. In terms it was a very positive game for Real Madrid. Seconds be on. Yes, Madam. Seconds be. Mate. Seconds be and now Kofi El Clasico date Alberto Abonte. La Liga fixtures naba. Now first leg ne better for Monday 10. 26th or 25th October. Yes, 2025-2026 season. Then second leg also day 35, March day 35, May 9th or 10th. Now, the big question, and I say, are we going to see revenge or repeat? They see last season, no?
Yeah, but I be
and this time around, Real Madrid ever betting home. Because if they see last season, they no craning a man in the Barcelona dominating Real Madrid. And so I shall in 4 comparative meetings now. Barcelona share Real Madrid no. Madrid enya draw mpo ba kumpo and free. And enya just wins and Barcelona yet Real Madrid convincing performances. 3-2, 4-3, 5-2, 4-0. Aggregate score line is 16-7. And clearly Barcelona cheer last season say now Madrid ordinary team. Madrid them kra. And new season ebe chance here. Madrid akofa new coach aba. Omato players kakra be uremu no. Are they going to break that dominance na Barcelona enya ewo mo so na?
You.
Are they back on so no Kofi say overall head-to-head meetings no. Uni say 1 win per and a separate Barcelona and Real Madrid.
I want ahead no.
Almost year 261. Madrid are winning 105. Barcelona are winning 104.
Oh, okay.
And they move 52 acquire to Fencon. And it's almost next season game. Now Barcelona assign and maintaining a dominance no nyan last season over Real Madrid.
Madrid back tie.
That's just a Madrid Akwaaba DNH.
Yeah, that's it, Papa.
These are questions I hear be saying next season. Or the 3 trophies. Everything in La Liga. Supercopa de España. Barcelona different in some. And Copa del Rey no. Barcelona san different in and it's all results no. And the dominance na Barcelona nyan over Madrid na. But the results on keke name no. Or bitterless rivals or art rivals, edgy trophy or shell sandy trophies through 7 yeah.
Mate,
you are looking forward to see you how near my bed in ABC.
Yeah, that's it, pa. I know the Tatika man Ocean no and I say good morning guys, watching live from Hamburg, Germany, from Basti Post, more update of FC Barcelona. What tip now? What's it? Good morning, Black Coffee. What's you guys are doing a great job here. That's it. And from Dennis inside Kuwait, greeting to Evangelist Evans. So Mangwa say okay you. That's it. What's it? Good morning, Madrid family. What's it? Greeting to you from Ashama. We are the biggest family. Yeah, that's it. This is Ibrahim. The messenger, what they are banning. What's a good morning, boss? Watch your live inside Brekum in the College of Education. What's a congratulations to Real Madrid for their massive qualification last night. It's a greeting to our Brekum College of Education students from Baba Lusaka. And the messenger, the free Brekum College of Education at the Eba. What's a good morning, Kofi? What's the watch you live from the Black Babali Salon Software? Keep up the good work here. That's Akwaaba Radio. More fire. The Black messenger. What they are banning. What's the good morning, boss? Watch you live from Kumasi Tafo. Was a greeting to Boima inside Brekum Market. Hala Madrid. We are your boy Rich. The messenger. Also, Ediaba, was it watching the show live from Brekum Kutre number 1? Keep up the good work. Great Mugabe, the messenger or the free Kutre number 1. Eddie Eba Eyenum. Where's we as a more update on the Real Madrid was here from Adam GH. Yadasi, sell the message, Eddie Aba, Yen na Yankofa Hadian, na Yada Fisamanum, Atwaso Eddie Amau. Na what's the Eba and na Anopi Akwaaba Radio 98.1. Na what's it? Good morning, Champion Kofi Tago. I see the show is live at all the Kwau Saraka St. Paul's in High School. Yeah, that's the way I am born him. Cisco the humble. The message of the what's the hi guys? Good morning. I say it's your boy Yao Junior. Listen to you live from Holy Family. What's the priest? I want update on the boy from Dreams FC to FC Barcelona. Brante Vito Drew. Is he Shannon so say Barcelona for say Omen intimate to us? Is he Omejana Quine? What's the story? Hala Madre Kofi Ben. The message what they abandon. What's it? This is your boy under fire. What's it? Watching you live from Sunyani Yahima Solo roofing company. Okay, yeah, that's the parcel with the message in Ediaba under fire. Sabi Biaboko oh Sunyani. Na Yamre na Yamva Vincent Emra Kefo Akwaaba Enterprise or Sebra. Nebeja dance you my papa ibi. Cement na perchance the board dance so saying that don't the board dance the pibiato and as that don't number one ibinum from 1 each got the 5 inches no benye biato. Say baluna pe and as a lover from that Saudo. So pe bad ways and as a shabos on naba we sabi tima can be a free as you and to assuming can't say oh you contract and missing the carpenter and when you dance you never Eddie Ayajuma de Mobia, Hankwan is sober papa on Sabit Macanina frame. I was 0542 034967 and 0242 020208 fra. Yabejo Sunia Boam, Nelson Yamapano, on said Timaka can be Eddie free as and I know Anna and Shadai. Sportswear was something can't sebra, promo ne Eguswa. I see and watch an ADC. Shannon Sempo Jessino. Ukuta 120 Ghana series of Benye Biato. Football boot, Ukuta 500 Ghana series of Benye Biato. Sasana 400 Ghana series no boot no Obenye Biato. Jim boot no was being catches 300 Ghana series of Benye Biato to was see Copim such a promo no Ebanavie. And tis a what team is Yakoa. Sanya Maya Bobo Sunya, Zabit Makokebi. Say yes, summer adding 300 Ghana series of Benye. Football ye bonum 250 Ghana series of Benye. Sasana Transit in Upper Ukuta 180 Ghana series of Benye. Was it 3/4 Okra 60 Ghana series Obenye ato our Enshada Sportswear. Oben our Central Moscow, your Zongo 1 row, your baby Mutoko Kono, a friend of 0542 427787 0542 427787 and answer po 0204584200 fra yabejo so ni aboam na also Jesus no ana face football boot no o sentima ka bi e de free ase amanyina e kan bi enana pe o ten kasa kudiem 7 no ye de edana fisam no ye just ye e de free SMMN so no aye GFA club license manager ana o tese o hwe adwuma so an ye say FA president obra keto kraku etimi aye 5 years o mu ko 6 years mo no say say rating out of 10 obaman 8 fi so abodwuma papa waba ama ye say ne matimi asesa wo so wo kira ya ho ne ma different na mum so wo ma ana wo sam papa no Jumapa and say wobo awura experiments ne koma wodi atoja afaket okrakuni
na different me room so different. In fact, for me, over 10 merit Ghana football currently 8 because of Nema, the president, Ketu Kreku, Waye or Oshebo, but we deliver for me, Maka say he's even overachieving because we share how the fundamentals now or building Nema Bibri all kinds of Waye and Ogusu ye. Yonfa, for instance, recently Crampono all the RFAs pickups, and before then so my buses. So we share catch them young initiative. We share the league itself, Crampono, the competitive nature of the league currently. okay, for the past 2 years, swinging again from the Bono region to the Western region. So, and yet the usual hard Kotoko again. So, for me, you make us a Ghana football now, in as much as your challenges here, but you go so to Nema, Shishaya will try to make amends and then upgrade. We keep improving. So, for me, they're over 10, no merit 8.
You was so very cats 8/10. He said, Abojuma. Was who were only different na woman on Zampa or Bojumapa. So Aziz is a ono and I say Barcelona for SSL ominent in Yajumabim. Vito drone dear on the Accra Lions prayer. Nemum Dreams FC Priano, Nea Abraziz is a we say Barcelona for Carlos Train say Jumano ultimate to us beam to see or more Ejana Quaho and Tinison no. Now Yatwas Enoch Morrison was in a kind Edma Goma here Bobo Kono Ewo Kenya. Now no Busan say Blasters we are ball of boy and then it's Ojo Kenya we Blasters are Kenya was is an Fra Baba no so Dabi or Bacambonia Bimbo. Nany say Pate and a face who could do some more film is a person or much.
Blasters they say Ghana, Muslim Ghana, and see your one price. See, is difficult. Maybe I'm coming interview, so it's difficult. You can't play now because you go to Kenya. And now, number 6, number 8, number 10. So if I'm Blaster, say, what am I going to play against? Pate Kudus. I can't. Yes, I mean to me, I don't do. But the reality, when you go West Ham and you are playing in Kenya, no. And the best thing is you're a bit pushy. For now, you're Africa, you're a bit pushy. You're not allowed to say, Lally, Sundance, this and your money do boa. Definitely, we can now show say we are ready to play for the Blasters. And for now, my focus is getting a very good contract, very huge team. So, standard, and I think the performance now made than a duo Kenya. So, big opportunity like Sundance, Elali, Sanyamana. Definitely, they are going to call me because my work will speak for me. They are going to call me for the Blasters.
You weigh any day free about Edon Yade amount, and then I pay our Akwaaba radio 98.1. Na sano sesa nyame aduma on Sunday bay 4 p.m. ewa Accra Sports Stadium. Hanse folk ane kotoko ana de pems we aye President Cup eze etoja. Na no ana honorable Linda Oklu ono aye Greater Accra Regional Minister was say obesre se Kumasi for no HS Cup no ebe Kumasi a wono so na host Cup no ewa Accra. Enti obesre fans ni nyina embeta omochi se be akotoko has bitimi asomo na Cup no so etimi aka Accra. Honorable Linda Oklu ono aye Greater Accra Regional Minister and come order to journey.
Proud to be the host region of this year's President's Cup. I'm honored to join millions of Ghanaians in celebrating an occasion that is my nation. True passion of. As a true daughter of this city, my heart beats with Accra Heart of. With all due respect to our friends in red, this city wears rainbow colors. With pride. For BIA never say that until the bones are rotted. On Sunday at the Accra Sports Stadium, we come together not only to celebrate our football heritage, but to honor His Excellency the President John Dramani Mahama with this special match in his city. Beyond the chant and rivalry, this is a moment for national togetherness and respect for the spirit of sportsmanship that unites. Accra is ready, the stadium is ready. Let's fill the stand and cheer with one voice.
You we and then Zema honorable Linda Oklu ono aye Greater Accra Regional Minister and come what they are to Janti has just listen for Fefanya Sam Ketokra. Now has Sir Frank Nelson Okolo ono a former House of Board member was who Jinema passe Masi did the money. Has a cofano or bait my age. Say, we and your first time is where you madam has was about 10 years and now a scarf for the Accra House.
Who should be the money media meaning that again as some or madam for a million. We talk a lot, especially player development, scouting and everything. And yet the first time I'm approaching this scouting that was about 10 years ago. He was doing fantastic job behind the scene. Chairman himself on him development of players and key agenda in any job you give him. It's a woman of time for better develop a club the way that would the owner of the clubs will be appreciated here. Be assured that the confidence is there that he will be able to do it. Sometimes so I'm betting maybe a fine say this is the person who will help you. Mintimika says the money has all the key to open all the doors that are class of open bet. Then America said, may work confidence I would did money or betting a
you were confident I would did him say or betting me a Juman way and Summer Frank Ness or whatever to Jana Kobe Jones. I has a folk and since Piaro and now what I say, coach, yes, or a cabra of P, but one day and Penifon coach Amano or my character coach and they say season best starting on Ghana Premier League and from him say board and enough management character coach in India one day to mention about Sakobasa resource number coach Benyan Nijanwa Yajuma, say Mandia fans no and Yadi see or many beji.
as supporters, the only thing we know is the team winning. If the team doesn't win, then supporters will not be happy. If the team wins, the supporters are happy. With all the methodology and the things you put in to get a win, I mean, some of these explanations, when you give to supporters, they will not comprehend. All that they need is results. We met the board and the management, and they made it clear to us that next season our target is to win the league. I believe maybe you've been communicated to that effect that we want to win the league next season. For us, the supporters, we've also resolved to support the board, the management, and you, your technical staff, because we have that confidence in you, and we think that you can do it. We do everything possible to support you, to make sure that we win, we deliver the league trophy next season.
You win, and it's some Kobe Jones or the two now. Has a folk of vice chairperson AF Essential Doku when a Swakasa at the Alpha coach Masi Didu Damani Bana Ise Wabahason.
Krahas of folk, Uba a coach now back Krahas of folk. I saw say, and tis an ordinary team, or ne supporters, and Tunya Abutoyum at the coach team. A Krahas of folk, Joba. Yeah, supporters the expectation is very great. Especially when we have a rival team like a Kotoko. So it's like, we need team cry na say no Kotoko share up winning. And you know, and my pressure also. Those days so stadium mo bisa go sahin na yashe. Enne entisa. The coach did the drama they be him say or your stand coach or Ghana has say are coming with this the technical team na or no ankasa e dey aban. We expect say obema resource supporters no so there any budget.
You we and then some Madam Vincent Doku or that tuja. Na Kumasa Sante Koroko IMC chairman and an apinkra was say 65% of Ghanaians or me Kotoko supporters. Na yangotie.
Kumasi Asante Kotoko is Ghana's most decorated football club, history in everything with the most millions of fan base in Ghana. Kumasi Asante Kotoko as it used to be. We've won the Champions Cup for 2 times. The FA Cup, we've won it for 12 times, 25 times in the league also. And with a great fan base, mostly in Ghana. And we can tell you about 65% of Ghana's population is Kotoko supporters. Yes. Kotoko is a great team historically and currently. We've been through ups and downs. Now that we're going to Africa, we could say we're going to make an impact to the Cup, Confederation Cup we're going to do. So take a look for us.
You we and then some an apinkra or that to your young fan 70 na Yankwabi for no Mquacha America Karacha Brekum Chess Nyami 15th of this month. He started training. Yes, sir, justify. It's a born on the 15th, no, Oba, na Wabeswa, one day. What about me? So the coaches, you know, Befa, na also Abesaka and Edama Brekum Chelsea. Now, young Quadim, Yanchanica Cracker, and they see, and then Kwame Bibanya Thomas. Why? Who's it?
Govitago,
my you
fear no pardon, Pamfa. Not your monkey cane. Govitago, Maniabre. I say, but my first Sunyaka come a fe original Papa T. Thousand Bella mini papa no most experienced radio presenter or region Wim Nyasenket, one of the most experienced original Papa T, and then Mohana was me see me to my fellow passive Biabo Cordia, and then Yamia say, Covitago. Look, I grown a Dawson, I think, and it is saying 2nd July
2025.
From henceforth, I'm going to be very tough on the Ghana Premier League clubs. See, when they are serious, they will be in line with me. But when they are joking, I will let everybody know they are joking. You're starting free Kotoko. Nana Prenkra say Kotoko. The most decorated club in Ghana, of course. I agree. So here, New Match Africa and Magic Cup Champions League say 2, of course. Automatically, that makes them ahead of us. What I say, because I one. What I say, fair not 20. And the Champions League near Cano League, you know, or Magibisi has. So based on that, and the 2 major competitions on the continent domestically, no, I'm on the lead. So on team 5 FA Cup on Kwanka say, based on the FA Cup, it has given you more value than them. No. So in terms of laurels and achievement, yes. But see, issues of numbers. So be boa bit makase oboa. Enti na napen kasem na okase. Kotoko e command 65% of Ghana. Your population no. Oboa. The reason why we have to make sure we be tough on them. They say, yeah, can as my man see the ticket 8/10. Remember so. Na sa obako school na ko bon home de second na man 8/10 yeah that was it. Yan to asu Kofi. Ghana population. You can say 65% in a population of a 30 something million. Even the 30 million year calculation. We are talking about 19 million population. Ghana 19 million. And you said when your confidence say Ghana kotoko command 65% of the total population. The other thing is there. Now you know what? Look, you can 19 million. Only 19 million. Now 50% go 15 million. Only 15 million. What the hell? Kotoko match. In fact, the biggest Kotoko has of all game. Bono. Nipa say na Kotoko nya. In fact, 15 million. In the same country, Ghana, we went to the car code travel within 24 hours. And the stadium be far for 50 million population. Isn't it? In numbers, you fire no. You look at the number. Who started that way for Abu census? Because for Abu, nipa say the register. And because who number the nipa register bedu 20,000.
No, mundu 20,000.
And then they all supporters no. Omo na your supporters. Omo nu 10,000
10,000 no bro.
Kofi, omo nu 20,000. Omo na your supporters. Oba stadium nipa say never. What must say? You can fan base now. Nipa say the whole match. Because go bomb matches. Nipa be okra empty stadium. Obi ya be gate no still empty. Outi bomb nipa 3,000. Omo na your supporters. That is the reality. And nunti na wo copy sponsorship. You see, ultimate kwa Nike ho and can jump so 50 million supporters. O person almost sponsor that. Hey, no but to jerseys. I'm a nipa 50 million. No azumi kraze nipa 3 million to jerseys ah. You know what that means? Even abrochine kra ni ade no teams akese na FC Porto no omunye nipa 3 million omun to jersey o. And who dey say o nipa 3 million e beto wo jerseys ah. Who dey sponsor enka Adidas ni Nike omo be ba be bum kotojo wo ni ma pacho. Say on person omo sponsor o. O be just I mean it's about that time we stop that.
Okay.
And then no there are a lot of people in Ghana here. Ma mention do omo here. Omo European football fans, local football no omo ni team. Yes, Chrome says here. You first come to so 10,000 Ghana. We should be random. Also, among Ghana Premier League players 10. Players 10 oh. 10,000, 100 million. You be quote from her to Kato. Yenya. I tell you, you see Kabeba fee. And the majority of the people no among found and manage to only Kotoko and only has. Committee and Kotoko players and so only one. For Baku picture and when on who da. And the other no I was supporter. Who make me the one work about reality never it will expose you.
Okay.
Yet is your first time almost 8 million supporters and I say is there 65 and 1 million. Now team 190 million supporters say that here.
Mate,
you 8 million. 8/10. As the man here there or GFA
were a club license manager.
Club licensing manager at the GFA. Now Kofi club licensing manager a retin master. Inti ete se memeti asisi e na mpanimfo bi aba say ye ka se me boss me mark the exams ya Kofi we obetwa say
98.1
Akwaaba me man 70 me man 1,000 over 100 say me man abrosumpo enti anya me nwanwa says me mens a retin boss because you say the hand that feed you cannot fight it. Who made my fight the hand that feed you? Debbie won't be crown fighting or bite it. In the first place. Now look. Keto Kreku as GFA president. Let's appreciate this. About 2019. And I saying
2025.
6 years is enough for us to see something. And 6 years is enough for us to see something. Now, on the basis of performance appraisal, and I say marking, the league before Ketokraku, any the league a Ketokraku abefano, Ghana football before Ketokraku, any Ghana football with Ketokraku, they are better.
And only
what was here? and they crowd the Yebo League. Not team. Me see the last 3 seasons in here. Ghana Yebo League in you. And this is Obi Jabo. This is
Obi Jabo. Shatterman FC.
This season Swatre Jabo. Last season Obi Jabo.
Last season.
Ati Wenyabo.
Wenyabo.
Ojabo. We are playing a league at teams ni Jabo and Sunday. Yebo League. Ama ye one crop for sika o park sukuomo. And I this season.
This season.
But your first match at Tuacha. Referee na ayi boni omo didi nkrofo Tuacha. No mo ankasa so yetu omo kade. But your players say so market ya. Enti sa ugina sa metu e de na ya omo de market sa nkrofo na 8/10.
Mate me da say festival. Why? Kwame. Kofi. Bia bako. Yami adom. Iyo, yenti we.
Kofi SMMS.
Eh, intiu.
On ye club licensing
manager.
Nti ye league na ye bo no. Niema na nku yi no kra ne blame no nko mu be 40% of it.
40.
Yes. Oh. The league na ye bo. Say they on be inspection Golden State Park no kan ho bi.
Iye o kan.
On be inspection Golden State Park no kan ho bi. And go bi ohwe niema na SMMS or one person me ya very disappointed.
Why?
Who's a born abobida?
Yeah, has a folk.
But bo has that. The ka challenges pa wo ye league ni man. Nko ohun the ohun league proper ohun league papa ni bi o. E no ohun we. So nka Akwaaba be do this position no. Nke say on the practically. Nke so na the best person or if you are obetumi atoto ye ni.
Ma wo so wo kire hu ni sa wo mu ahun say omo ye adwuma.
Na league no omo ye wo mu ana omo ye.
Kufiza kasa me ti a wo ho. Na bia me so wo mu a. Wo mu a wo akira unhu ni sa.
Nanu kasa asegi hokuma ne pa.
Ai kokeju.
Nanu kasa asere pa.
You unhu ni. Just obey na. Di govi ye as we obi to say SMMS. No baba ka che say K2 Kreku amamu we 8/10. Then South Africa they were drew 1,000
over million.
South African league Sandals. Any Orlando Pirates. CAF president. Nka no ya mark ni be 2,000. Nka otwam ko no o mark ni be ma enye
ho.
Go secret amamu 8/10. Now hear the state of our league. Na secret 8/10 there, then it tells you secret ye adwuma. Betem ze enya hu ye.
Se wo kire nti de wo ben na
league ye bo bi mu di division 2 for be represent premier for bo. League ye bo a obitimi jai league ni bo kwan mu.
Se no ntre say 2 na ka no fan so zaman na yen
me ma onema instances be bra. League ye bo wi referee esu say ye da so de omo ka ban magi sika mo.
Ai Jamama magi
sika. League na ye gu so mark obi 8/10 no. League na ye bo no referee a de referee ka be sin ne. Referee ntu omoka. The same league no yetimi ma team be the division 2 for bebo. Na sa team ni within 1 year e ka kitfo bi nko se abo premier ni biem. This is the FA that we are talking about. The same league na one match team obi share 6 goals.
Or say 5.
5 goals. No obo against a division 2 team. Ni catch am say you fine mo 100,000
Ghana cedis, 1 billion.
1 billion mumetua. That is the only punishment. The same league now go fear bono. And the player team beat me din sem hunu. Ade be kine atwena so. Ye de ne ko adu abono. Na the same sem hunu na bi. Team bi adi na e ko na otwemu ni e punishment. Ye nya mo charge kura. This is the league SMMS say ka kire ye say. Sa league no wa mark K2 Kreku 8/10. A league asani pa we ne kofi okoye inspection. E o ba bi o say yanto emfa ba bi listen to this o. Yanto for security zone. Now what
you go to city park then
yanto in intuition ti asim we you. What na yanto no. Say yanto na the safety of players and officials no enye guarantee. Ntini ye yi team ni home dia ko different venue. Ye yi team ni home di ko different venue ye di ko venue a no so aka je nso nto wa no wabu ni wo na no nyanto wo ni wie. But sa wo na ya bu enya nto wie na ho ye save chain. Baby a ye mu ye na o so no nto aso no. This is the same person. O shoot him answer na say.
This over time na omo ba inspection no. Eno kwa na ya dia golden city golden city back at Chelsea
safety zone. Yes, safety zone on katakata no wo no ni be.
Na baby a omo de ma am say mo nko no so.
baby o de ma say ko du ye na ya bu wo no kura gu fama afa na ye to wo no ye to foundation abeto wo no esme men ti sani po ka se o market o kreku 8/10 a ku fi eso hu baby o free ba obi e 70 paymasters and then they were of late no you only people who make kasa o ma we mu a you just have to leave it like that because kasa o chire baby a baby o free ba no ko fi ontimi market for over tender baby o free ba no we enya so o man 9 anka atem na be ko no so be do so a ko man 9/10 but baby o free ba ninti no any position no ekura no go fi the only thing obetumi aka dey appreciate ticket to Kreku as man 8/10 but the cheddar na kan ye o say the battery no e o grounds the ekosun e grounds mo go fi obi an bi ndi secret money deserve 8/10 so be it say deserve Ghana for judge at the end of the day the 8 years no this I can 2 years me wa 2 years me so a Ghana for be chire Kofi Nana Penkase Kotoko Equita
population of 65% Ghanaian
65 Ghanaians no mo the world yen club are branded
and decorated club
Kofi you can't the decorated club na Kofi I mean tias ba which decorated club na chire say
it is about teams all trophies dodo why more successful and you can so
na pink card you can say Kotoko
and so bagana dey so because
until you local champions
and
so the teams na Kofi any omo pre omo no can answer na nye omo country no answer na omo kan omo pie kwa abonte
na dey mobo bia o hasa
omo pie kwa abonte a and say they na we say kan no Kotoko me say Kotoko ni 1 million supporters
1 million supporters.
Omuni 1 million supporters.
Oh, 1
yes.
million.
Me say
1 million.
Kotoko for them family chere say omo 1 million supporters. Omo do omo family chere. Say Kotoko see 1 million supporters. Broni team ka say 1 million supporters a record o. Based on records. Data. And Kotoko a club I do ba no to Jesus o. No ni break nje nyina to Jesus ni bi o. Na no we kra contract na me nyan hu yi. TH Fui. Tabia Fui.
Tabia.
Kofi, omo na enyan yes, omo na enyan hu hope for. Omo na enyan hu.
Omo say o company omo German.
Enyan hu contract mu ye. But now no there na Kotoko to Jesus o. Kotoko to Jesus no. Na Kotoko ni key sponsors. No to Jesus no. And a club like Marcia Sante Kotoko. No ka say omo na what supporters. Also omo here do say.
Ozi Ghana for population 65%.
Kotoko supporters. And only you based on a fear. Fiem and the kind of credit. Kofi Fiem. Sakotoko ne Kotoko do a bia so Ghana or supporters or. Nti Fiem say bia teteno obia oni Kotoko or has. Obia Kofi even class no Ghana Premier League no. Mpo for the dan do nya Kotoko has. But e bia first or do no ma Kotoko ne has ne sa do no eni ho biem say ne. This all kind based on sa de Kofi me ne ya adwen. Kotoko 16% of 65% of Ghanaians Kotoko for any Kofi ampa and no kura bia say obisa Kotoko has na bisa baby any go stars obehu Kotoko ne has baby any go stars because team Kofi ache this kaso Kotoko no 65% of Ghanaians Kofi me ni adwen but Kofi based on data Kotoko for 1 million 50,000 kromundu
guys 50,000
yes
that's okay 50,000.
Me see Kotoko phone no 50,000. Yes.
Based
on data, some na make Kotoko no 50,000. Na se Kotoko nya big sponsors. Ni e ka se Abu census ne bra. Na e fa mass sponsorship a. Kofi nipa na also do 50,000.
Na me ka say some see the JCC be ba na say 2,000 or so. One ton ya nya obi amananto.
So Kofi, ndi se me ka say based on data Kotoko no 50,000 a. Database asem na yeka no nti wo ha na so do Kotoko pa na me fabulous ni na me Kotoko ekume na Kotoko bie for Abu census no want me register
a month be able to be 5 Ghana cedis
and 5 Ghana cedis ama Kotoko now ti na de sa de kasa ten sa Kotoko ni Kotoko for ni go the true die hard commercial sa Kotoko na wo even second members ni ko bi ni for Abu census
yes be
yeah, first second members in Kwaji sponsors. Yeah, the database of
Kotoko. Is it almost think national chairman on me, you know, come so use for Abu census. But the Bimu said there be.
Kofi Sen kese sa no mo ye no national chairman no omo for abu sense of because they are the true commercial center kotoko supporters.
Ya sing me ya de ma ko se me na Togo is embassy ngwa na ntaba no mo nyi won pepe.
Kofi
Kofi nka.
And they say Jansen asemo kan Jansen. Because when it comes to
African leaders
when it comes to
the Togo 100 and ready.
Kofi nti e ba kotoko me nke se ma omo de for abu sense no to aba because they are the true kotoko send so obi ba so best sponsor kotoko ne for data ne mra na hu se kotoko 1 million supporters aba aye omo no mo fa abu sense so de ne ebe isu to te ha na kotoko da bia radio so na fabulous emu ede yi Kofi emu ede yi na se ye bie sense so na ntimi register you are not a true kotoko fan ndi kotoko ka so mo 65% of Ghanaians are Kofi eye poll echi agbogbo no o we wo team but on database Kofi kotoko supporters o Ghana 50,000 because kotoko who was the last time ball Ofele Baba Yara
na you say me no can has boy
kotoko ni dey money free o nka president cap ye money free awa Accra
ebefa
na na pinkra na de o kan de tete de na say e be we kotoko ni okwa kotoko fabulous ne kotoko oduru Ghana ba be all supporters but based on database kotoko fu
e no kan o kan omo kotoko dama
kuma su omu ni hwe enya hwe
e be yi afro kuma so
kotoko no obi akuma so omo do omo akuma so
na register for sense
no
no
no team ni nyesika I don't work with you.
Oman we mu no from politics to football yo nkrofo bebre wo ho a omo kan asem a ma me mom attention say e mere kra discuss
as India
as we are wasting our time to discuss certain issues
and then we have to discuss
because ndi go video thing say nka experiments be ba won tin abeka say
we
rate ticket to kreko e bia
8/10
we rating e bia 3/10
ya de nga
on me nka because on na man na adwuma
da bia de Ghana for ese adwene e sheet
oh da bi say ye nka na kora dadam ye molar
da bi sa adwene ye nyam free ti mama sa
na tie
see ya no man be ko
go fi na no na me hwe court proceedings bi wo America na isa akwa na twi ka tra speed limit na ne kwan so de fa kwa no so ne ye charge na de na ko gina court ye friend ne ba akola no obe 3 years akura no de be di ni papa asem on bi zanza o papa say no ye o no mo yi video ni bibia speed a onzo mo de bi ba be tare ka ro hu de na oko speed say na papa de try na de o ya de o David akura no na bu judge na ma onye judge no kron bo na bu akura no na obi say no say o papa say no o me papa nye ni you got a point and regardless of your affiliation also kind of correct by a hand there I'm fan of correct
yes nipa ne yade na nye kra wo kan isan o ni nafa za adwene na wait nim kota adwene na wait nim asase yenya kota
timpanyifo adwene no
de be ko titimpe se bi adwene nya
kura panyini akora nya asema o se akora di for there automatically akora di for na akora di for there o te panyini be be din say ne papa yes adwene nya
o betima kan akora
the mentality dey different kura bre na nyini
nti na me say the one motete ya han dey serious panyini adwene no wa nyini ya you accept
akora ni panyini di asema
o because automatically
panyini di nya kra so ya
akora ba ye refuse sebio panyini a oni nyansa no
odi peta mo frase no
odi firi nkulabre no odi yini obi anu ya wo na afia no odi sise yes
I say do get o school people say wajimi say school and people jimi
I say true the other point I only a refuse akula na no wajimi no ono a na be ba be pani no so wanwu a ono a na be nyina ba be pani nti we should change the way we live our life ni niam be bi now Kofi on na pin crasem no ozi football no ho it is hard to say ye jai run from ahimfie no
ahimfie to bamba
well na asem no kan say na ye proper football person na oya breast with the modern way of how I run football club ngo me kan sin we and before he comes out to speak you know he will back the argument you know, with facts figures data analysis of the opposite of chile so ko region we mu a bisa kotoko for say Asante region kra no can they give us the specific
no
accurate number of supporters akotoko wa Asante region alone
no
now how much more the entire country What I say? So Manchester United cast our supporters do Asia. On himself about Asia, at least or between this range number of supporters. And it reflects our the commercial aspect of the club. And until there be a muko pre-season or what did Americans now Manchester United new baby of course honor there be a muko pre-season. One a majority of teams go pre-season. Because when is the Asian population in a dozen, the most populated continent you got a point. China and Kwan population yes and Ketwa. Now what by India and the other countries no. And it reflected on the commercialization of the club. Say about way only restaurants are foreign teams in World Asia. Baby kwa. Now no ozo ko kan say bi uga Muslims. Yes you are criticize your money a year. The reason why Arsenal for force ozo money free bobo ko no. Because omo threaten Arsenal say player na sem no be kan wa ma bonten me patch on a year na omo nyina mfiti ni mu a. Arsenal business say China hold you down. You get a point?
Yeah.
And before you come up with such statement, you should know say who figures, who fact. It reflects on the commercial aspect of the club.
Okay.
Yet your man we mukoro sponsorship do say no munya. And who brand entity who control 65% of Ghanaian entire population. Now Ghanaian sponsorship I can see anga ukra. Anka sponsorship those anka kotoko won Ghana Premier League rank.
I'm not supporting you.
And then go fi about supporting egumienu. Your fan na your supporter.
Who they say support?
Among fans. Among your supporters. Supporter need you contribute to the development of the club.
Okay.
Say every kun Chelsea you be a to Jesse ni we to be. Say yes you ye way. Yes you every match day be obaka ko.
Say Ghana clubs and supporters in this no penny free.
Na sani e no.
Your penny.
Na uwie so
you player cash
now so can. What dey say? Yes, seconds be on. Has to folk. What do you call it? Do you know Kobe Jones?
Kobe Jones, yeah.
Na some more can you. Now Kobe. Unse anu me kan say me kire say me chess kire say board no dey am coach ni target.
Yeah. But Oma can support and say coach in the next season one league.
You see.
Pedia Kobe Jones nka. Was it management board?
Coach na nkasa ya man target. Ya man target say oh Goji League for Africa Goji FA Cup. Yes on Chishe team. Now from the supporters session, this is where the politics comes in. Supporters is so omo so support team you know. Omo do omo so target aba.
Omo say sana board the management akada chiro omo.
Actually supporters name on coach ni dey young man target name omo no. Board no dey akọ supporters na man here. Knowing very well, say supporters na Kofi say season start na near man you on best start your pressure. Now here, so coach has to folk, and our coach Kotokwa. In as much as a young man target, you have a responsibility to perform. Because coach now Albano, and they say a pump coach. Sorry, you elevating coach Atara. You changing the role. Yes, you the coach did it the money now, ba. Kofi, me who difference be a woman.
And
it is not about just a pedigree impo. Because only a top-notch coaches did the money the importer was the same coach Atara in terms of profile. And based on did the money ni profile out there coaching Blasters becoming assistant coach.
Local Blasters.
One call a Denmark.
Yes, I coach Man
team into a load of experience and whatever. And it's why I have so full fun. Now go did the money in the profile. Yes, so when they have so full team automatically by default has so full fun be expecting something different from the coach. And the coach, you know, in as much as a coffee, young man target on to find sanction them from. Also achieving results. So chance anyway nya results are pressure na be do.
E be buy that sipa.
We kra bia nyo no na esen kan dey aduma na man.
0242020208 that's 0207573003 in channel dey atie winti oba straight here call. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes sir, when you?
But Apia Continental.
Apia yenti.
You remember city me chebusiafo a ono mo so. Ndem pese mbese. Say every ready time listen sir. And if I at that time no can we say only members or some supporters of that party? And answer Omukahu. Now, Bakuka say, supporters, yet depending on your design, so you're retired there, or yet a member of the party, the team. That's why I have a problem.
Say, what's some of you? That's never ready to be with you.
Obu me register officially. I've not registered.
Supporter. We are fan keke.
Okay.
You what I say? Yeah, that's it. Appear that's it. Anti sanity. So we call manual semia. It says so. We are bia. We MVP and I say bia. We are NDC and also we card. We are card and also your card there. NHS bia. We are member. Ed Makuno. 0242020220 is 0207573003. Good morning. Yes, sir. Why you into?
I'm going to
you. Why you? Yeah, that's it. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir. When you?
Haruna.
Haruna, you too.
Yama Mapa, Yama Ghana. Mura, this you America, come up, the African, I don't honor or such away. Yamamo, I used to Mapa.
You.
Maybe something beyond.
Yeah, that's it. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir. I can do.
I would say Ghana, in leagues, you know, your clubs, you know. I would say, the napping crowd, and I see. I'm a cast of 60% of Ghana's population. So much support to Kotoko. Now, I would say, what was the last time I match? Now, according to 5,000 Ghana stadium. Now, see, I would say, 65%. Say, a bomb match in a Nipama Park. A famous, I would say, Chamona Ghana for, and I said, yeah, supporters say, I'm a park you. Now, 65% or more. Kumasi Kwankurano, $1 million. That's $1 million. I didn't have to go every match. I didn't need 5,000 with stadium. I'm on that's sorry. Now, I bet Sama ever put him no as a team no him a born a woman. This is a Catania Masono. I don't know why leaks no near collapse. Money for you, and I say, man, they all kind of. You like to club the organ or shiny face here. You wouldn't be in there. Never pay my yeah, that's it. I can't see. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, I'm back to winning.
But you're from a Bernard.
Ben, you everything.
But you're facing a meteor.
You Bernard.
But you're watching Cafe and Canal Becca a 3 year banner was him.
Yeah, what's and I pay now or your research Vintina and then will be until tonight become as much. Why?
The bachelor.
Okay, you, yeah, that's it. Good morning.
On the Madame Folk of Fita, good morning, boss. I'm Charles, squad, and I'm just about the Macofinti. And I do want him to see how much I second of Panama Star Cuba. Come on. Talk about the player for Bushons, your Panama. Ghana is professional over 32 million. So I say, I'm more 65%. I'm here for Bushons, you're going to support as a person and normal. $2 million. $1 million go with come on, the high table to be $1.4 and cannot correct. Now, so the team are going to be a you to Ghana professional over 65% of topic. Sorry, if you have 1 city, but some
no, come so omunya nipa 1 million ka month bi ngo bi anyi 1 city ka muganya dey say opem so be iska bia. Okay. You.
Na never bo high can awate. Tawa he SMS. So na number house of ogu no. Whatever I say katokere go high there.
Also be man introvert.
So anything we Ghana ho. Ana our club we Ghana.
Yeah.
This is what did the series can be the series. You.
Yeah, that's it. Young family name face. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir. Would you never be free? You might eat you.
I'm not looking for this.
Why?
That's all court.
That's all court. That's all court. Why? That's all court. In the update to be about it. Why?
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. Last caller. Good morning.
Hello.
Yes, I want to chat on any.
Tago ya mafu bisa. Good morning.
Yeah, we are just a baby aboko.
Na mia domboko na mwenye.
Boko ma iti.
Tago mayentia oba tampa. Mami owo mi ya akuna ma. Wale ne man amasa tiane abusuafo ni na. Sister ba ko so wa friend sister ya.
Okay.
Oche ba yire ni mtina mo. Na mi shira ne pa tago.
Ye.
Na dia ya pa ni Madrid ye no. So mo mun ko tunya ni sa.
Okay.
Na basa fo no o chat na o sia so no. Afi ye cross no wase. Nti ye da Madrid fo wase pa nyame no mun ye di.
Okay, yes, yeah da sipa yam fancy na encourage the even the confess na etimi akọ enim. Na yankwe na yankwanyi birthday we from Rashida we adwuma ewo mama ho. Ewo enyama ho din biti saron anom ewo zongo. Ewo pe ewo na ise wo Rashida ene your birthday. O master mama say yemfa afidie so na yawe so happy birthday. Waso sere say nyankopon onka ho na nyonye de da wakoma so kama emfa mam. Na adwuma na wusua na beji din sere bia wo so benyankwada bebri na obetro badwa. Nti Rashida from Wankasa madam mama say emfa afidie so na yawe so happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday dear. Happy birthday to you.
And Rashida once again happy birthday enko emfa amount. Na George Ajimai do na friend Ajigo we adwuma our best aho ani se wo woni ocean e wo fie ene your birthday. And George Ajimai happy birthday enko emfa ma we obi amfa kwaba radio emfa ni agwakura yesre se nyankopon onum na onka ho na de da ba koma so bia no wonya ne kama emfa ma Ajimai jui never do birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday dear. Happy birthday to you.
You Enti Ajimai once again happy birthday enko emfa. Now way from Asamoah contractor we Akwaaba radio kese pa IC wotie de bia ene o se ene ye Esther Nyamiche Asamoah birthday uko school we Beneza preparatory ho ana ise wo ene na akwa birthday o papa Asamoah se yemfa video so na yawe so happy birthday enti Esther Nyamiche Asamoah uko school we Beneza preparatory school ho ana ise wo from o papa Asamoah contractor se yemfa video so na yawe so happy birthday wasu you bi Akwaaba radio mfeni agode bia wotie enti nyankopon enhyira na omio so ne han no embeto so.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday dear. Happy birthday to you.
Enti Esther Nyamiche from Obapa Asamoah na Tenenkana. Na Shannon so must buy promo no fala no ejina mu dindindia no nya asem kitokra. Bomone ko sisi fala promo no eguso I say was seven cancer was say oba 50% discount no ye the amount we must buy promo no bomade na koyi TV bi sasona phone bia pebia no ba koyi o machines bia pebia no was seven cancer say fala promo no eguso I say cost until no I must buy bomade na wura mo shop bia na kwaji wo de say de bia wo so sika no ebetimi aka obotum Shannon so say nyama na yese koyi no ukoto phones bi wo ha ye betimi de enha so ba okra Ghana card no wo de obetua be 30% ya de aka no ye bechichim ko bisa finish obetua da kana wi a na watua wie na obetua sa percentage na ye de phone man o yusu nyama na yese kofa no ye de ma o yusu na de aka no so wachichem kakrakra ompewi na pede eno aye mass buy promo no fala no bomode fa ho hyen bi sere be ya ebetimi aboa panto omo shop bia no rao na koto omuniama pebi massbuy.com.gh eno aye omo site ukọ sisi na oboshema niam be pe bia na betimi ayi kama etimi ade amaw na ye de asi yeko upness aye DJ Jovia wode Akwaaba yikono eba betwa so ade amaw oti bonanka uti Hussein kan the tactical man Ocean ene wa broni tri kama aye so twase enya sam kitokra my entire original ants and Slembaji na fee so Kwame Akwa and MP omanyina original ant barber salon eno e wora na bata kisi mo yenchecha omanyina no pe omayi oti osi e debede oti osi ndi ama eze osi na nima da ho ndezi osi nima da ho and lala so so metwa kama ama ese especially na wanima kata ndezi osi nim da ho Anto ya de wan you Slembaji na say akwa Slembaji na you oh you one is an of Slema ya da se pa wa my ebre na nima da ho ndi ye de si Jovia e twa so dia ma nyame adma You be Janet, I keep your bomb dating that was. You out the
Ghana for me, Diana and I are double a car drink. Cassia. Send me bubble cum na metia radio, Papa. Radio one point Martin Sano shit. Radio Jawum dia Akwaaba 98.1. Akwaaba. I drink a semeba, Homo de Mama Akwaaba. Akwaaba radio.
Justice phones and computers. World of mobile phones and computers.
Latest itel phones, Techno phones latest, Infinix latest, STG phones, Nokia latest Android phones, iPhones so papa original phones on kwa. And also what latest Samsung phones ahodoɔ nyinaa bi. Ɛno akyi phone accessories ahodoɔ ne chargers ahodoɔ nyinaa bi a wobɛnya no atufo pen drives, memory cards, and hands free ahodoɔ nyinaa bi.